So how much money is Carrot Top worth?
$70 million.
$70 million. And he's worth every penny, and good for him.
I saw him twice in the past month.
Know. I'm putting it into the universe. We like Carrot Top a lot. We interviewed him in Las Vegas. And I'm just throwing it into the universe. He's been in town. He pops here every weekend.
He's driving his scooter. He lives down the street.
I know.
We can get him in here.
We got to get him in here. But
I don't think he can. Why would he come in here? For what?
Okay,
to promote himself? He's rich. He doesn't need nothing.
We have a guest on the line. We'll get to our guest on the line.
DeBary Joe can wait.
Yeah, DeBary Joe can wait for Las Vegas Top.
Yeah.
So to me, like, I have a theory that people have been so mean in the media and just like unfairly rude to Carrot Top that, you know, like, you don't really, he doesn't do, there was a time when he would just pop by the radio station when he was in town. And this is when he still was famous, not quite as big as he is now.
Yeah.
And maybe younger, maybe
that was a different time, though.
I don't know, but it just felt like, it feels to me like people have been mean to him, and he's like, well, screw that. I'm killing it, so I'm just going to pull back from being as accessible as I was.
But also, what's in it for him?
Nothing.
Like, there's nothing in it for him to do any media.
No.
Who cares? Like, it's his own media.
It would be selfish. It's for us. It's for me. It's what I want.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, it would
follow him on Instagram.
It would just.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to do any press.
Carrot Top doing our show would literally just be charity for us.
Yeah.
Like, if he wanted to, like, why would he do it?
I don't even want it to do that. I mean, selfishly, to me, it's just like, I think it'd be interesting to sit, you know, just talk about, you know, why he continues to love Orlando seemingly, and
but why would he do it?
There's very few people I know of that I think love Orlando as much as that guy.
If he did do an interview with us, I'd be mad at him.
Okay, I like where you're going.
I'd be like, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
get out of here.
You know what? Get out of here. I don't even want to talk to you.
You don't need this. You're rich.
You're bigger than this.
Enjoy your life.
Or
do
you'd be
whatever
surprised.
you want.
You'd be like, what are you doing here? It'd be like that.
Like, why are you helping us?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Now, there are people that being on this particular show would be a very big deal. One of those people is on the line with us right now.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, DeBary Joe.
How you doing, DeBary Joe?
Hey, guys, I'm doing all right. How are y'all?
Well, first of all, we're just glad you're okay because you're a loose cannon vigilante.
So, okay, let's talk about this. So,
explain what happened, Tom.
You're a BDM, and we saw your video, which was it on your Ring security camera?
Yeah, on low, but yeah, pretty much.
So, it looked like you were outside in your front yard, by your cars.
Well, he was doing the move that I used to do in Deltona.
Yeah.
I would stand out in my driveway in a pair of oversized basketball shorts.
Yes, shirtless.
Shirtless, on my phone, normally yelling at probably some girl I was pumping.
Yeah.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And surveying my kingdom of S.
Yeah.
I almost cursed there because it just felt too natural. But surveying my kingdom of S,
Yeah.
and I would stand and look at it and smoke.
You're out there smoking in the front.
And I'd be a little nosy. I'd see, like, oh, that lady's down there doing that. Those kids are down there riding their bikes. This guy's doing that. That guy's out there washing his tarps.
No offense to DeBary Joe, but rich people smoke in the back. Anyway, so you're out there. Explain what you were doing. Were you smoking? Were you looking?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I had been up. You know, it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't sleep well, so I moved over to our spare room, and that's when I heard tires, like, squealing down the road from me. And people like to race up and down my road pretty frequently.
Yeah.
It's residential, but, you know, people don't treat it that way. But I heard the tires screeching, so I looked out the window just in time to see this car come oversteering through my little freeway intersection, and they bounced from the easement of the road into my neighbor's yard, and then bounced all the way into their hedges and rammed the front of their house.
Oh, my God.
And so that's why I ran outside. I hate to spoil the mystique.
Hold on,
DeBary-
DeBary Joe, you have the worst cell
You got
phone
a
in the
cricket?
world.
It's just it's abrasive. Every word he says is like being punched in the face. It's like cha cha cha. Like every word you say is like a karate chop.
Yeah, it's over modulated. Yeah, you just spill some sauce.
What
in the
What do you got in there?
speaker.
Fire sauce? You sound like you got some fire sauce in your Nokia.
Is this getting better?
Yeah, that's better, but it's a
that
little
is-
muffled now.
Okay.
Now it sounds like you're inside the Taco Bell bag.
So you looked out your window and you saw some car out of control going down your street.
Yeah, well, I saw just enough for them like sliding and then bouncing across my neighbor's yard into the front of their house, like right up by the front door. And so that's why I ran outside in my dad boxers, my poofy dad boxers, and I saw two people jump out first and they took off running without missing a beat. And I was like yelling at them like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, don't
we,
worry
We
about
expected
it.
nothing less from you, DeBary Joe. We knew you were going to curse, and we wrote a note, pre-note, saying this guy is going to curse.
You're almost the triple threat of cell phone, cursed. I mean, right now, if you ask for a shout out or shout out your baby mama, you win a prize.
So, DeBary Joe, before we move forward, because I honestly, I don't know what happened. We saw you take off running after the teens.
The old teens.
Now,
Were they young teens or old teens?
They were the three that I interacted with were probably 15 to 16 year olds. They were,
Mid-teens. I've
So-
never encountered a mid-teen before.
okay, DeBary Joe, before we talk about what happened when you caught up with them, I do want to ask you, I don't know if you heard on the show me asking the question, why'd you take off running after two strangers in the middle of the night running after a car? What was in it for you?
We thought you were a chopper.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we thought that.
It's Chopper. I couldn't help myself.
I appreciate your
You wanted
honesty.
to be a hero.
Yeah, so-
I appreciate your honesty.
So it's not like they ran into someone hurting them and they were trying to flee the scene of an accident. It literally by themselves, there was no other victims in this crime. They just took off running to you. That didn't involve you or your property or anything. You weren't trying to save anybody or you weren't trying to stop them.
Did you even know what you were running for? Or like toward? like what? Like where did you go?
I was making a plan as I was running.
Okay.
No, that's Chopper.
Again, I appreciate your honesty. Hold on.
Choppers make their best plans running.
This guy's level of honesty, and I'm feeling generous today, but he deserves a prize.
He does.
Thank you for being so honest with us, because most
know what?
choppers, like a Butler, is the only chopper we really interact with day in and day out, and he lies compulsively.
Yeah.
He is the least.
Yes.
Everything
he
I'm
says
saying
is
this
a
to
lie.
our clients that he interacts with.
Yeah,
he is a goddamn liar.
You know what?
I made him laugh. Okay, good. 'Cause I was
DeBary
like,
Joe-
I don't want to make him sad.
I'm gonna give DeBary Joe a White Claw tube.
I still haven't got one of those.
I don't have one
I
either,
knew-
but he needs one so he can have some drinks while he's running.
I'll chase some teens.
Yeah. In fact,
I bet you will.
anytime DeBary Joe leaves his house, he fills it with a White
Yeah.
Claw, like a quiver of
On
arrows.
patrol. He's going on patrol.
And then you go on patrol and you start running
Yeah.
and then making plans.
I fill up my 1 gallon Yeti. I'm in lawn care, so I got to keep it, on the down low.
Oh, he'll be perfect for the tube, dude.
Yes.
If you're in lawn care, all the guys will laugh at it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got a White Claw D. All right.
Yeah. So okay, let's start from here. You take off running because this is what we saw in the video on the BDM page. Again, if you want to become a BDM, sign up at tomandan.com.
Ooh, that's the first time we've said that in 10 years.
If you want to be on the BDM page, go on the app and click join the page, and then Tony will let you in.
It
Eventually.
really helps us out. Yeah, and he will let you in eventually.
Let's look at it. Asses on there. I got a whole OnlyFans new business plan. I'll tell you
Wait,
about
for
later.
us or
no
for
the BDM, the girls of the BDM page.
You've missed that boat. I told you. They've already made their own. They're not going to give you a
They
cut
made
of
their
it.
own.
Yeah.
Well, where is it? I was looking for it last night.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
My God.
Anyway, sorry.
I got into a Dare Taylor hole. And,
Oh, yeah.
And let's
Whoa.
just say I got into a Dare Taylor hole.
She's on the OnlyFans account, and I'm like, how'd she end up? I did not sign up. Then I
Who's
was like,
on the OnlyFans account?
Dare Taylor.
I think Dan signed up.
No, I didn't sign up for her.
Butler
But
signed
did
up.
Butler sign up? Because
Well, you got to
she's on
take
there.
away his company card then. DeBary Joe, I'm sorry. We have to straighten out Butler real fast. You might be the new Butler.
Yeah. You need a job?
Yeah. What
DeBary Joe?
Yeah. Will you charge our
I
card?
mean, I am working out of my own truck right now, so.
All right.
Will you charge my company card to OnlyFans without telling me and not share the photos?
Well, oddly enough, all you need
No,
is a
we
truck
don't-
for the
that's
show.
not required. That's for the company.
your only qualification. Do you have a locksmith truck?
Let me see your
'Cause
resume.
That's all you need.
Locksmith truck. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be in touch.
Can you drive us around to do
Yeah,
podcasts?
Can you crash? Can you crash into a handicap van at Fun Spot?
After a business meeting?
and then lie about leaving a note on the poor handicapped person's windshield. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Sorry. Okay.
Let's blow the lid off of the crimes from 2019.
That was 2018, I think.
It was 2018. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, was it 2019? Yeah, it was 2019. Sorry.
When was the show when Mike Busey broke up the turds with the coat hanger? When was that show?
That was
2020.
pandemic.
That's the way I tell time now. I have to ask my wife. I'm like, when was the show that Mike Busey chopped the turds with the coat hanger? And she's like, well, that was 2018.
So DeBary Joe, so you take off running from the front of your house after these two strangers you see from far away, by the way.
Mid-teens go running down the street.
Like, you didn't know they were teens at the time when you took off running after them, right?
I could kind of tell because they yelled at me to go back inside because I yelled, "Are you okay?" And they said, "Go back inside." And
Teens are telling you to go back inside.
Well, hold on. That's a good clue because I think that would add to you running towards them because it's almost like did they say it like, "Go back inside, old man"?
Right,
Like,
right.
was it like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. Yeah. I think I would actually put my hat in the ring for running towards them too had they said that to me.
And so
Write this down.
I-
DeBary Joe, Cotton Eye Joe remix.
And then for DeBary Joe.
Come north teens, DeBary Joe. Get those teens, don't you know? Get those teens, 15-year-old. They're mid-teens, so it's okay.
So, what happens now? You take off running. Do you catch up with them fast? You run fast, by the way. My
Yeah.
God, it must be the lawn care
Yeah.
exercise.
well, I took off running barefoot in my boxers and saw that they were in. There was a girl and a boy. They were both in basketball shorts, of course. So
you guys had a team.
You're like, I'm going to tackle the girl.
well, no,
I've been training for this my whole life at every Vans Warped Tour. Tackle the teen girl and grabby.
Oh, God.
And get grabby.
It's my only
Yeah, I've
opportunity.
been training for this.
Oh, I'm sorry, DeBary Joe.
But I told myself they're young. Don't touch them. That's a whole law thing I don't want to get into.
Good man.
I'll just
Yeah,
run up
that's
on them and
don't-
hopefully they'll stop.
Yeah, don't touch anybody.
So, well, hold
My
on.
brother,
They could be criminals. I think you could touch a would-be teen criminal, right? I mean, not inappropriate. You
Smooth
could
criminal?
A smooth criminal. They call them smooth criminals.
Michael Jackson.
You know what? There's a lot
I
of
had
smoking.
911
There's
on
a
the
lot of
phone.
smoking guns there.
I had 911 on the phone, and my younger brother was waking up. So I figured if I needed to, I could just chase them until the authorities showed up. I was just really not trying to touch them.
Stamina,
But
do you
You were
have?
in it. My God.
So,
You're like
Based on the basketball shorts, I assumed no gun.
you're like a Rob Dyrdek Usain Bolt.
now I'm quite familiar with DeBary, and
yeah?
DeBary and Deltona are. DeBary likes to think it's better than
You're too
Deltona.
far off.
And hold on, DeBary Joe. I used to go to DeBary when I lived in Deltona, and I look around. I'm like, these people think they're better than me.
They do. The only difference.
But they're not. It's the same thing. It's right next door. The same endless community built on a garbage dump.
Yeah, the only difference is I believe DeBary has one old man diner.
yeah.
They have like a diner.
Yeah. We have nothing.
Yeah, Deltona has. I don't know what they have.
There's no Delta.
Yeah.
Like DeBary
They
has
had a Zaxby's, but I think they burned it to the ground during the Great Riots. When were the Great Deltona riots?
Oh, 2009.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was when the height of
The mass exodus. Yeah.
So, did you actually catch up with them, DeBary Joe?
Yeah. They didn't make it. The two of them
They
seemed
didn't make
pretty.
it. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. You had to
They
kill
didn't make it very far. They didn't make it very far. They seemed like they may have been up front, and they took the brunt of the impact. So they were kind of discombobulated and not moving too quick. The young boy turned around. He was leaving his girlfriend in the dust and said, "What, are you going to touch my girlfriend, bro?"
I like that he was defending her honor.
Yeah.
He's like,
You know what?
Don't touch her. You're a pedophile.
Don't touch her, bro. What are you, some kind of one of those basketball shortwear and smoking in your driveway, Deltona pedophiles? Gonna try and chase my girlfriend?
And then what did you say to them? Like, what was the interaction?
At that point, I just told them to stop, and the police were coming. And by about that point, there were red and blue lights coming around the corner.
Damn,
so
they're
they
fast
kind
in
of
DeBary.
Well, everyone's a cop.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're all
It's the
Deltona cops
DeBary
that
of
live in
Brevard
DeBary.
County.
Yeah. And then when I lived in Deltona, there was a lot of patrol cars and driveways.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the cops and criminals live here.
Yeah, they were all
It's a
there.
weird place.
It's very much like that scene, Wile E. Coyote, like, good morning, Stan. Good morning, Rick. And you punch in. Your friends at night.
I'm like, the police.
Yeah.
Everyone. What?
Yeah, when the sun goes down, it's like when you'd see German soldiers and American soldiers on Christmas night singing carols in there. Everybody comes together in the foxholes. They're singing carols on Christmas night.
So did you have to restrain any of them, or did they just stop when you told them, like, hey, their cops are coming, like they just stopped running?
They just stopped. My brother was shortly behind me. He stood with them while I tried to go turn the car off. And yeah, there was 5 police cars within 10 minutes at the property. And then one of the other guys came walking back that ran off before and gave himself up. I never saw the 4th individual.
So a thing that I'm always disappointed with, and tell me if you were disappointed, DeBary Joe, did you try to tell the cops what you did and they don't give an F?
Yeah.
I ran after. I was on the phone with my mom.
Get out, sir. Get back in your house.
Right.
They don't even want to hear you say your brave tale.
Yeah, they treat you like a criminal.
And you're like,
they're
wait,
treating
wait,
everybody
get
like
the hell outta here.
Yeah, like, get out of here, sir.
I was on the phone with my mom, and I just lit up a cigarette, and I just started chasing after him. I dropped my phone about, 15, 16 feet back there.
Did you tell them, DeBary Joe?
I tried. I got a little bit out, but they weren't.
Yeah, they're
too
not
bothered,
having it. Yeah, because they're there now. It's like when the FBI. It's like
the FBI does it to the
cops.
local sheriff.
We all take it from here.
This is our jurisdiction now.
Yeah.
It's a little above your pay grade.
They talk down to you.
Gumshoe.
So what happened? Like, did they steal the car? Were they out for a joyride, or was it their parents' car? What was it?
I never got an update. I stood out and watched the festivities for probably 45 minutes, but they never came back and gave me an update at all. I really would have liked that.
You are, I believe you are, you deserve that. And I believe we will fight for that. In fact, I would like to get Mo on the phone, and we're going to, you know what? And I think you deserve to be brought up in front of other cops and them have pinned the tiny badge on you.
DeBary.
They do it for dogs that do things. Like a dog will bark at a lady because she fell out of her bed. And the dog barked and let the mailman know that she was hurt.
What if you could be in the DeBary Christmas parade, which I've been to?
What if you were the Grand Marshal? What if you were the Grand Marshal?
And you're in boxers, no shirt. They're like, DeBary
Ladies
Zorro.
and gentlemen, the Grand Marshal.
Zorro.
The Grand Marshal of this year's DeBary Christmas Parade is DeBary Joe. His shorts provided by And One Basketball. No shirt, herringbone chain from Altamont Mall. Haircut, great clips.
I like how the announcer.
Well, because normally they go through, what are you wearing?
Oh,
yeah,
They're
right.
like, what are you wearing, DeBary Joe? And he's like, I'm wearing And One Basketball shorts and no shoes.
So, DeBary Joe, I brought it up earlier, but you guys in DeBary do think you're better than Deltonians.
They think they're better than Delandians.
Yeah.
Or Delandites.
Hold
rather.
on. I always thought that it was Deland.
It is. DeBary.
Well, no.
It goes DeLand, Orange City, DeBary, Deltona. That's the order. There's no changing it.
Okay, yeah.
It's DeLand, Orange City, DeBary, Deltona.
Yeah. Then it resets at it when you get past the river.
Yeah.
So what do you think, DeBary Joe?
Again, I'm not from DeBary, Titusville, but we are better than
Titusville. Tim.
Yes.
And my name's not Joe, it's Josh. That's all
I know, Josh.
We knew.
Don't you listen to the show? Now you're a forever DeBary Joe
Yeah,
for me. I cannot get it out of my head.
What?
Part of the R team.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change your whole business name.
Yeah, and we've already put you in the R team.
Yeah.
Remy's gonna be emailing you. He emails me every day now. I screwed up.
I look forward to that.
I already have a prize coming to DeBary.
DeBary Joe, do you run your own lawn care business or do you work for a guy that?
Both actually. I'm about 30 hours a week for myself and 20 for another small company here in town.
How easy is it to get clients, like new accounts? Do you have to go out there and market yourself, or do you is it just like all your clients tell their friend?
Yeah,
most of my clients that I pick up are from people seeing me at the same houses, the same day, at the same time, every week. My customers can set their clock by me, so that around here, that's hard to come by. So. People like that.
Reliability. Yeah. No, he's right.
And good-looking lawns, too.
Yeah, he's right. The reliability of the only lawn guy I had, I found just because he was at this one spot at 8 a.m. every other Wednesday, and my dad and I were talking about it. This is when my dad was still living, and my dad was like, "That's what you look for." And this is like a lesson he taught me. He's like, "You want that?" He's like, "That guy's always here. I always see him." He's like, "That should be your guy because he'll be as consistent with your yard."
Yeah. And I wonder, it seems like lawn care and pool care. There's a lot of people that do it themselves, or real small businesses. It hasn't been taken over by any corporate entity, really. There's bigger ones, but for the most part, it seems like you got your guy. He's got his 30 accounts or whatever, and you're kind of your own boss.
Griffin Jess's guy,
Also in Titusville.
Yeah, he's a Titusville
and maybe
lawnman.
equipment is cheap enough for the business to sustain itself.
That's the thing I don't understand. Lawn care equipment is stupid expensive.
Yeah.
The good stuff is it's I know buddies of mine.
The blades are you have to if you're cutting that many lawns, the blades and all the repairs.
Yeah, what's it like the upkeep on what kind of mower are you running?
Actually, I for now just on a push mower. I stay busy enough and make enough money with that. I do mostly houses near the golf courses, so the old biddies they'll pay for the right work without a big Dixie chopper on their yard.
Right. Yeah, no,
because you're giving that little that because with a push mower you could be a lot more delicate than that gigantic 3-6.
That thing's crazy. It's got a 0-axis turning radius. The thing is like a spaceship.
My push mower has a 0-axis turn radius too.
You shut up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, why are you trying to make me feel bad about my mower? I don't even have a mower anymore. This guy's a real dick. I'm kidding. I'm totally joking, man.
That's probably what keeps. Dude, it is hot outside, man.
Yeah.
How?
Write that down.
It's about answer that. No, how? In a month or so, when it's molten hotter than the surface of the sun out, how bad is it?
Yeah, I hate that question because I love it. I'd rather that than even 65, 70 degrees. 95, I love it, man.
I like it hot too. Not quite that hot, but I do.
Yeah.
I'm one of those weirdos that is sitting in a pair. I'm gonna be like one of those fat old men that only wears shorts, who never wears shirts, who's brown, looks like a human milk dud. And I'm going to be sitting outside dripping with some sort of gold chains because that's what old Florida men do. And eventually all my hair will fall out and I'm just going to look like a milk dud with elastic shorts on, brown, baking in the sun at all times. That'll be me.
I imagine though, if you keep it up with it's an insane amount of exercise. You're based on how fast you ran after those teams. You're doing pretty good.
Do you want to plug your lawn care company before we get out of here? Do you need any new clients?
Sure. If you, give my cell phone out, I guess.
Well, you don't have to.
No, give it out.
I mean, if you're in Titusville or Port St. John or Mims, I mean, you can give me at 321-537-9223.
There you go.
It's J.K. Lawns.
All right.
JK, just kidding, not cutting it.
How's Titusville doing, by the way? Like last time I effed with Titusville, it's been a couple of years, and you know, I always had this certain
You still
stereotype
beefing with Titusville?
No. We throw Titusville champagne, the White Monster,
That's the
and
White Monster energy.
And there was always a certain stigma that comes with Titusville and Buffalo. Is it, have they progressed any further? How's it looking?
I've lived here for about 20 years. Titusville's fine. It really picked up when we got that brewery. We've got the brewery and nature.
Wow, my God. That's all you need. Yeah, seriously.
Also, with SpaceX and bringing jobs and stuff, like that's got to affect and the Titusville growth, right?
Yeah. But when you get growth, you get more crime too. So the crime's definitely picked up in the last few years. With you see a lot of younger people buying houses around, which is cool. But there's more kids crashing Camrys into houses.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you're good.
That's
you're
all right.
good.
We had you for two.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the second one, and then we're gonna let you go.
We knew.
All right, Josh. We'll take it easy, and we'll
send him a prize.
Yeah, we'll talk to you. Any Titusville questions or DeBary questions?
Yeah.
We'll call you.
You're now the mayor of DeBary.
All right, that works for me.
All right, buddy.
All
Be
right.
safe out
See ya,
there.
dude.
See ya.
All right.
Started off good, and then it hit a lull in the middle. I could feel it.
I wonder. I thought about starting a lawn care company
Because that's what we need. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but no, in the future, like not now.
The future's gonna be lawn care. I'm telling you. All right, I'm listening. Hold on.
No.
I'm listening.
Just so I can work with my sons, and they.
They don't want to do lawn
Way
care.
aim high.
They don't even like walking.
Yeah, shooting
I
for the
know.
stars. This guy's a
But
regular.
it'll toughen them up.
Most kids, they want to be like an influencer, be on American Idol. You're like, I'm starting a lawn care company, guys.
And that'll be good for them. But my dream.
They
would
don't
be,
help you now do the lawn, right?
No, I don't even do it.
No, but I'm just saying, do they help you like
my lawn guy, Sean, does it.
if you get out there? Let's say you're doing plants. You do a lot of plant
No,
stuff.
yeah, they hate doing it. They hate even going outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
so hot. They don't even want
Yeah.
to go on walks with their mom. Because
They
they're like,
don't want to go on walks with their mom.
it's too hot.
sad.
I know. That's what and then oh God, I'm ruining it.
You got to get them some. You got to get them some Oculus Rifts. You got to make them go the opposite. Full. Look,
full.
if they like the inside,
right.
you got to give them like it's like the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
You catch a kid smoking a cigarette. You're like, oh, you're going to smoke that whole pack. You put the whole pack, and you light every cigarette. You make them do the
Yeah.
thing. So with your kids, they Minecraft. We don't want to walk with mommy. You go, okay, I got something for you. Put the Oculus Rift on their head. The full simulation.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna stay in there. And you keep them in the.
Oh, keep and then they're like, after,
This is awesome. They're like, we never went out.
Dude, they one time stopped playing video games on their own, and it was like one of those scenarios where
It's my Diet Pepsi theory. I give my daughter a Diet Pepsi, 2 sips. She doesn't want it because it sucks.
So-
Kids hate the taste of that stuff.
So we'd always set in a 1 hour time frame, right? They're allowed to play video games
Yeah.
for 1 hour in
Yeah.
the summertime, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at night,
Yeah,
right?
that's enough.
And-
That's fine.
So, but one time we forgot, like me and Crystal were talking or whatever, we were doing something, and
We get to set a timer.
it was
I
a-
do that all the
they
time with
went-
Maisie, and it just spirals.
it went 1:45. It was like nearing 2 hours, and I was like, "Oh God, the boys and the
Look in,
video
they're
game-"
gone. This TV ate them.
No, I ran in there, and
They were gone.
They were literally in the process of stops and saving and turning it off. Is like they had reached their max, and,
Yeah.
and I didn't think. I thought they were so addicted to it that there was no.
They'll stop.
It was like a dog eating. They'll eat until they vomit, eat the vomit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they don't know. They stop.
That's why I liked you and Crystal's iPad Days thing. We stole that idea from you guys, but it works with her because I give Maisie her iPad on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And on Wednesdays, she'll forget normally because she's so tired from getting home from whatever camp or school. She'll even forget she has it. But on Saturdays, she'll go in hard. Like, it's iPad day. I'm doing it all day. I'm like, fine, do it.
yeah.
Because she won't. After about a couple hours, she's out. She's like, this is killing my brain.
So, back to the lawn care business, right?
Well, you wanted to start one.
But it's interesting to me
Just to do your neighborhood on the weekends kind of a thing?
Well, just so we have we have our set clients. I just want to I want to teach my sons, and this will never happen. I really this is all just a
let's
fantasy.
just pretend
fantasy.
it's going to happen. Yeah.
I'd like to. I started coming up with maybe the idea of like them selling plants because I was. So what I want to teach my sons,
young businessmen,
when they get to a certain age, is how a business works, right? Because I think there's some sort of important information just learning, even
there's
if
a responsibility lesson there.
Even if they don't want to go into business, it's just like understanding like, hey, you can make or whatever this thing or provide this service, and you make this money, you work for it, you get this money. It's like, and then figuring out, all right, how much money to put into it, how much money to take out for yourself. That it's like just learning
budgeting. It's like the old lemonade stand. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You're
It's
learning,
an old lemonade stand.
Yeah, you're learning about adult things, but in a whimsical, fun kind of a fun way.
So maybe with the lawn care thing, it was just like, all right, here's your accounts. You go, you mow the lawn. I'll do it with you.
I had 7 yards. I did.
You did that? Okay.
I was older than your boys though, but I would. This was tough. Like, this is like the stuff that I don't think you'll laugh because I don't think, and you and I say this all the time. Sam, weigh in on this. Do you guys think that kids would do what I did? I would get my dad's, it was a push mower. I had 7 clients. It was all within the neighborhood, but I had to pull the mower behind me, pulling it like by my hands or push it down the street, down a bike path to the person's yard and do their entire yard. And if I needed gas for the mower, I'd have to walk back, get a gas can. I didn't have any transportation. I didn't have a trailer. It was literally just me, a mower, sometimes a gas can. I had 7 yards, and I would just walk to each one of them with the mower. And I don't think most kids would want to do that now.
No.
Because
I'm going to want to do it, but if they want the money back.
But I made a lot of, that's what I wanted. I was saving up money.
Right.
Me and Samantha were talking about that this morning but that was your only way to make money, right? If there was another way, you probably would have done that, right?
And I feel like now most parents give their kids allowances, which that wasn't a thing for me when I grew up. I don't know if that was a thing for you guys. Did you guys get allowances?
If I did stuff, you know what I mean? Like it
I
wasn't.
just had to do stuff.
I
was just told to do stuff, and I did it. I didn't get money for it.
I was too, but like
I didn't have
if I
any
didn't do anything,
Right.
so I guess we have everything. Then we have none, and we have. Probably got money, and then you got me in the middle where I'd be like, well, I want to do that, and they'd be like, well, okay,
you have to do this to get.
You have to clean these gutters out to get this $20 or something.
Yeah. I have this sounds very bad. I didn't have any responsibility, or I just.
So if you wanted something, you just asked for it, you got it.
Oh yeah.
Well, you should be like super proud of
Well,
who
so
you
your
are, though,
kids
because look at like
won't be mowing lawns and doing stuff because you're just going to give them whatever they want.
No, I won't do that. Not that my mom. It was more of a.
Will you be an allowance parent?
Yeah, we are. They already have like a chore chart and stuff. We're just losing. They're not really doing it. But they're
There's a chart that's just there.
We're not going to give them
young.
anything for nothing. I'm not. I will try my hardest not to do that because I think that's worse than not even paying attention to them. Like I think doing too much for them or giving them or make them spoil rotten or that kind of thing is worse than if you did nothing. Even if you just took off and left. Seriously, you can damage them worse.
No, you're right.
Than
look at
doing
Good Charlotte.
nothing.
Good Charlotte's dad left on Christmas morning, and they're awesome.
And
no one can argue with it.
Let's talk about
now, if Good Charlotte's dad had given them I want a Fender Stratocaster. Here's the best one. I don't think they'd be punk rock millionaires. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying there is an argument there. I'm not saying it's good. Their dad's a POS.
If you do too much, If you don't, you have to
go
learn.
either way.
Yes,
it's hard to
it's all
pin it
down.
down.
the chat room was asking me what I was saving my money for with my lawn money. I was saving for my first car, my 82 Volkswagen Rabbit. And I had like I had always had a bank account. I was putting away money, and I probably was 12, 13, 14, those somewhere in there. And because I bought my first car when I was 15. I still couldn't drive it, but I bought it. That way Dad and I could work on it.
Yeah.
And that was, it was $600 is what I had to go for. $600 for an 82 Rabbit.
Nice.
That's going to be a thing of the past, though, too. Like,
What, $600? It was an awesome car for $600.
Wanting or saving up for a car because
Kids don't want cars.
no point.
All the teens on, be careful, my neighbor's kids, are older teens.
Yeah,
They're
just
old teens.
Uber everywhere.
They don't want cars. I don't even see them drive. Yeah, they Uber everywhere. The Ubers that I see are taxis if they're going to the airport or whatever. I've never seen them drive.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's just like everything, and people are like, "Oh, why aren't they wanting? Why would you? You want a car as a teen because you're stuck."
Thinking of city life, though. There's a lot of rural areas in this country that you need a car.
Of course, yeah.
There's no way you're gonna get around. A lot of places don't even have Uber and Lyft. It's not available.
Yeah. I'm talking about the most populated cities. Yeah, it's different if you live out in the sticks, of course. Then it's
a giant part of our population as a country, though.
True. But then it's a necessity. Of course, you save up for a car because you can't. What I'm saying is that you are driven by necessity.
Yeah.
If you are sitting there as a teen and you're looking at like, well, a car costs this much money a month, and it's this much money a month in insurance, and this much money a month in upkeep, and you're doing the math, you're like, well, I could Uber, I want to go here, and you start doing the math, and you're like, well, it's cheaper to Uber than even to own a car.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And less work. So then it's like you go with that. You go with what you're forced to go with or what's the most convenient to you.
I'm glad, though, that I still had that big first purchase kind of on the horizon as a young person, like entering my 20s, let's say, you know, because I still get, like, even just talking about this and saving that $600 for my first car, I still get a little excited thinking about it. And it's a memory that in my mind, I still get the same feeling when I tell Andrea, "Oh, let's save our money and go to the Nickelodeon resort in Dominican Republic." Like I still get that.
Yeah, of course.
It's like set the goal, accomplish it.
Yeah.
Set the goal, accomplish it. And I hope other kids get it. They'll find it in a different way. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whether it's computer equipment they want for their streaming channel or a new camera for their YouTube channel,
Their own place.
But
That
it is probably my most memorable and valuable lesson that my mom and dad ever taught me was that here's your bank account, put your money in here, and don't blow it on little things. I still remember my mom talking about the difference between her and her sister.
Yeah.
Well, her sister would get money, like save her money, but then like blow it fast, like all the time. My mom was different. My mom would save her money and then like save for like a very expensive high dollar dress, let's say from a designer. Whereas her sister would just get money, I don't care, just blow it whenever, you know, kind of just frivolous. And my mom was never like that. So I listened to that. I kind of took heed, and it's my biggest memory.
Of course,
or lesson.
Yeah, and I think it will turn into something else. Like, we're doing what every generation does. Is like, this is how I did it. Why aren't the younger people doing it like I did it? And it's
things change.
Everything.
I got it right here.
Every generation.
I had a listener build my 82 Rabbit from pictures, and here's a little model of it that I keep on my speakers here in the studio.
That looks like a death machine.
This is
That's
first,
the grift truck. That's in my.
This is my first
garage.
little car, and it actually the body of it was pristine. There was the engine and the alternator that had multiple issues. What was your first car?
A GMC S15.
That was your dad's truck, right?
Basically the GMC version of the S10. It was my dad's truck because it was just a mini truck.
Yeah.
Extended, extended cab, or it had the drop seats in the back.
Okay, yeah.
But
fold off the sides.
But that's where I built two.
You could put some bass
two
in there.
kickers that my friends would just sit on the bass amps and then instead of the drop seats because they were in in way you couldn't put down the drop seats.
What is the stereo system? Is it the computer setup? The PC gamer? Is that so like stereo system, bass, kicker amp, blah,
What's the
punk,
equivalent to now?
JL audio, all of
I
this
think people still put
aftermarket stereos in their cars. Kids still do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they may still do
like
it.
with
but
the head unit, but it's like a Bluetooth head unit
Right.
and like a CarPlay and that kind of thing.
And speakers.
I'm
and
so out of that world.
Is bass like big subwoofer still?
Don't know.
somewhat.
I still think it would be a great idea if we had. Well, I thought
it's not as big as it was.
I thought we had one a year ago. Before the pandemic, we had an old teen that would come in here and keep us, abreast of what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
And we lost our teen contacts, so now we don't know. I don't know what's happening out there.
We had an interview with a teen this week,
Yeah,
and you guys scared him.
No, he canceled because he said he's far too busy to do an interview with our show.
So I have a theory. He probably just didn't,
He got scared. Yeah, his dad's like, they're gonna get you on there and clown you.
But I have this theory as far as like all teens having.
All teens matter?
No. Okay, so in our generation, let's say in the 90s, we all were kind of connected, like in the United States, by TV shows that we're all watching, right? We're all watching the same
Full
MTV,
House.
The same things and things like that. So everybody has that in common. It's like, I don't know if we have that nowadays, really, because there's so much on the internet for everybody that everybody's watching different things. So there's not that collective.
TikTok brings them together.
True.
They all do the same TikTok dances.
True, and that
I see them doing it.
There's those same dances, but even with TikTok, it's like the algorithm's gonna skew it towards what you're into, right? So it's like there's just so much out there that there's not really a generational commonality that maybe this generation has like we did, right? So it's like we all were watching, like you said, Full House at the same time.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell. Like we all have this pop culture.
It was easier
like,
to have a collective eye on things.
Yeah,
it
like
was.
everybody our age is like, I know who Screech was. Rest in peace, Screech.
Too soon. Why would you say that?
But it's like, I don't know if that's gonna be really a thing because it's so segmented by the internet. As much as it was back in the day.
What's the biggest trend right now for young people?
It's hard
Probably
to say.
to be on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
But
Be an influencer.
That could be a million different things, and there's so many. Everyone's
to get the
unique.
most likes and the most shares on TikTok.
Yeah,
something like that.
But then when everybody has like a lot of TikTok shares, it doesn't make you unique anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it's
how many people?
more like if you don't have it, you're the loser. Like the normal is you better have a bunch of followers, a bunch of likes, otherwise you're the loser.
I purposely have my own that literally is just people I actually know, and I think
on TikTok.
Yeah, and I think 14 people follow me.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. Like it's neat that it's so tiny.
My sons are watching YouTube and they're like subscribers, likes, like they think that's something to them. They understand that these people want that,
There's a
so I
value.
want that.
Yeah.
Of course they would. Just like we want money when we hear people talk about like having lots of money.
Yeah,
we're like,
but-
I want lots of
but
money.
I can't buy an 82 rabbit with likes.
I know. Well, that's
So, I mean, unless you monetize it, it's almost like there's another step. Just go for the money. You still got to cash the likes into money. That's too many steps. That's 2 steps.
Well,
you
then-
need right for the money. Just rob a bank.
there it is.
Right for the money.
Rob a bank. Bye. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha's here. Butler's in the other room. The cardboard cutout of Butler's here.
Yes.
And the fish still dead.
So we have in studio what I like to call the Sanford 3.
Free the Sanford 3.
It's like
Yeah.
West Memphis
Don't
3.
equate them.
It's the Sanford 3.
The
Paul,
making of a
Dustin,
sunshine ball.
Paul, Dustin, and Dom is here. How you guys doing?
Great.
Dom took off running.
Bye-bye.
Dom, of
Taking
course,
his pants off.
is so high he doesn't know where he's at.
I'm not lying. He's over here taking his pants off.
Every time before he gets here, every time he'll walk in, and then I'm like, "Did you have to get like don't know where you're at stoned before you get on?"
wow.
And then he freaks out and runs away. Oh, yeah.
Dom's got some tiny white shorts on.
I see.
We're talking some
what-
2-inch
getting
inseam
you back.
white
He's getting you back. I thought of
painter's
that,
pants.
that's why I wore jeans.
Dom's got bits now. Well, man, that's our new podcast, Dom and Tom. Get high.
Dom and Tom.
Get high, short shorts hour. And we just get high and
luckily
short
for
shorts.
me, my mom was a Hooters girl in the 90s.
Oh, really?
So
Got her own pants.
it's really funny that this is going on because a memory popped up in my time hop today from 5 years ago where it was the day after the hurricane party and a bunch of my friends were in town and we got really drunk and we decided to cut our shorts off to like half-inch inseams. So we're at the bar. There's a bunch of dudes with their pockets hanging down below their inseam, walking around at the bar. Probably 20 dudes with cut off shorts.
I like
Listen,
that. I like to have to
short
straddle
shorts.
the seam.
Dom,
I like to have to take the plums and move them to a different side.
Yeah.
I know you're making fun of me right now, but short shorts are free. How good do you feel? Right? I know you feel good.
But his,
You feel free.
you can't see anything. Yours,
Pasty.
you normally
And-
can see.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. This is a last-minute gag here.
Yeah.
And these are women's.
It was hard to find true tiny men
I could
short
not,
shorts.
for the life of me, find grave smugglers.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Tom
I
buys them
thought it
off
was
of
odd that
the
she had a
internet.
pair of painter's pants.
Yeah.
My chick is like, dude, are you serious right now? I'm like, sweetie.
Yeah, and you
Haven't you seen? She doesn't understand.
Didn't you just get engaged?
I did actually.
Yeah,
Ah,
I mean that's
congratulations.
not something you want to do. Recently engaged.
That
is
means
like,
you can wear your fiance's clothes.
That's true.
These are not her. She could fit into one of the legs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
My sweetheart does not wear a 31 in men's. No.
Once you get older, the shorts get higher. You're free.
yeah.
I'm just saying you're free.
I don't even wear clothing anymore.
Okay,
At home.
it's a 32.
At
So-
home, I'm nude.
Let's-
all the time.
Let's
I'm
get
not.
this.
I just run around like it's
Hey,
like
kids.
it looks like Charlotte's Web. There's just a little pig running around nude everywhere he goes. I'm just looking for spiders.
I'm a
So-
basketball short kind of guy all day.
Let's plug the hurricane party.
Because we never will.
Because there's lots to talk about. I got to talk to Paul about going to see Joe Exotic's farm.
Joe Exotic's farm.
His tiger compound before he was even famous or whatever. But hurricane parties this Saturday starts at noon.
Yes.
Get your tickets pre-sale. $20 pre-sale. You're saving $10 a ticket if you get them pre-sale.
That's a lot of money.
Drink at westend.com. That's the easiest place to get them, right, Paul?
Yeah. Or at West End.
Yeah. You can go by West End, get a pre-sale.
That's what I like to do. Drop by, have a beer, and get your tickets while you're there.
Take your picture with TD Travis, which is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got one here. Paul looked at it. There's some sort of
shook his head.
emotional bond. Paul's now happy because he has
Is
to
there
stare at
somebody-
it West End every day.
Is there somebody outside on our patio?
It's Travis.
Yeah.
He's also
getting
got a
a
little
dote or what?
Tombstone look to him, too. Kurt Russell from Tombstone with the mustache.
Yeah, we bought a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of accessories. We went up to the old Party City and we got some stick-on mustaches and Abraham Lincoln stovepipe hat.
So 6 stages. Tell us a little more about the how many bands?
So it's like 35 bands, like close to 40.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
40 bands.
Yep.
So it's basically an all-day event. And all the 6 stages, like,
So
what
we got
even fit
two
them?
stages inside West End, our
Okay,
normal
yeah.
2 stages. We have 2 stages outside, one that's right beside West End and one that's over back in the parking lot. Then we have the Celery City acoustic stage. Then we also added a stage at Tuffy's this year.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Our
awesome.
buddies at Tuffy's.
Yeah.
Very cool. At the little music box.
Yeah.
There should be
box.
like a drink stand in the middle. If you make that trek, you gotta
Yeah.
shots.
You got to
rent a golf cart.
You could rent a golf cart.
And
go
if
the
you
3
get
blocks.
your hand stamped at each stage, you can turn it in later for a commemorative gift. They're not doing that.
You have to go redeem it at Michael's Memories in the mall.
Yeah, there.
So get your tickets this Saturday, Hurricane Party. We'll talk about it a little more after we talk about Joe Exotic. But
Yeah, we got to get
So,
out
Paul,
the important stuff
I
first.
feel like we
and-
talked about this before on the show, but it's been so much time. Because I don't remember you telling me about paying the $30 to pet
Oh,
the
yeah.
tiger.
Well, let's not stop repeating ourselves on this show because if
all
we
we got.
do,
Yeah.
then we're
It's
kind
kind of our thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
remember it was January 2019.
He was with his cousin. Lot.
I was visiting my cousin in Oklahoma, and we were riding up I-35, and I see a billboard that says, tigers. And we're literally, this is like in the middle of nowhere. Like there's nothing going on.
They must have been filming the documentary around that time, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, it
I
had
did
to
not
have
know
been.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
saw
not,
you in that show.
I'm not sure if or when Joe Exotic left the or got pushed out or went to jail. I'm not sure what the timeline is on that.
Well, it was soon after that because, like, when the popularity of the docuseries came out in the pandemic, he was already in jail, right?
I think so.
And waiting for
Wait a
trial
minute,
in
did
October,
we,
right?
Okay,
And
this
then,
is a serious question. Did we watch the Joe Exotic documentary during the pandemic or before the pandemic?
It was
during. Yeah.
at the
think it was right
beginning
at
of
the
the
cusp.
pandemic. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
April of the pandemic.
Okay,
because
because I have no recollection.
Yeah.
Of
I
that.
just
To me,
remember it
was
being
Joe Exotic
like there was
documentary,
nothing to
then
do
pandemic.
and nothing
Yes.
going on, and the entire world watched that documentary. I
Yeah,
think.
it pushed everybody inside. They turned on Netflix,
Yeah.
watched Joe Exotic. Everybody talked about it. It was the hottest damn thing on the internet.
was.
I wonder what the download. Samantha, did they release any like information about downloads like Netflix? Like how many actually people saw it? Because it had to have been insane, right?
It had to have been one of their most popular shows of all time.
Yeah, now what is there on there?
Well, it's kind of like we're all open, baby.
I
again.
canceled
It's
it
like, I
after
don't wanna
that.
watch
I
it.
was
It's
like,
about that
"Ah."
time for me too. You know,
Yeah.
'cause what else are you gonna watch?
Yeah, so you go, you're there.
I was there. Did the whole tour. I was terrified. It was so sketchy.
Yeah.
And the other part, we ate the pizza that.
Oh no, you ate
Yes.
the
No.
Oh no.
We ate one pizza.
How was it?
They showed in the documentary they were making pizza with like old
Leftover
leftover
food.
Walmart.
food and stuff.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, you ate the Walmart pizza.
bro.
Dude,
Yeah, the
we
gross
did.
pizza that
did.
that guy with 3 teeth made. Yeah, oh no.
Says
This
over-
pizza's
It was
exotic.
literally the sketchiest thing I've ever been a part of, and I've done some sketchy.
How
shit
was the
and
pizza?
stuff.
Was it okay? That's fine.
It
Yeah.
says 64 million households watched it, but that's people that paid. So there's other people that.
But that's
Triple that.
still an insane amount.
Yeah.
Nowadays, for 64 million people to see a show is insane.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm ever gonna think about when I see you forever now, Paul.
Pizza.
You ate that pizza, man.
It wasn't like it was fine, right?
And you were immune to COVID,
I hate
right?
to break the news to you, Dom, but you've ate some tainted stuff. Too.
Oh yeah.
I've been on tour way too long to not have eaten.
He
or
said to
stepped
the
on
man
it.
in the tiny white shorts.
I was
why-
sitting here thinking to myself, how long am I going to let this one play?
Yeah, when you ran off, I was like, oh, he's doing a bit.
I thought you had to poop.
I mean, I told Dustin, I was like, watch this. Next time we go in there, I'm gonna wear some short shorts. And yesterday I was scrambling. I can't find any shorts.
I'd have brought you some.
So Paul, so you're there, and then when did you find out you could pay $30? Like was Joe Exotic giving the tour, or was it some lackey?
I don't remember who was there, who was working, because I had, it wasn't like I'd known these people.
Yeah. Just some weirdo place.
I don't remember seeing Joe Exotic because I would have remembered. He has a look that you would not forget.
Yeah, he is a unique individual.
I don't remember seeing him, but when you went and paid your little fee, they said, "Oh, you want to do the pay $30 to pet a live tiger?" I was like, "Is that?" I asked, "Is that safe?" They were like, "Oh yeah, it's perfectly safe." These tigers were like,
We baited the hell out of them. They're not gonna do nothing.
they were already 100 pounds or 75 to 100 pounds. They were large dog size, and they were aggressive, and it was scary.
You're
I
fine, big
was-
guy. Trust me. If he bites
was
me,
white
I
knuckled
will
the whole
shoot his
time.
ass.
Yeah, because they're probably like inching into the territory of you're not supposed to pet. Like you can pet baby tigers, they're not as aggressive, but like they become teenager.
But still, if they decide they want to bite you, you're gonna.
Yeah, they'll get.
But you can hit a baby tiger.
Did you pet
Like,
it?
I think I could
Yeah,
take
I
a
pet
baby
it.
tiger.
I was terrified to do that.
Did
Was
you
it
take
like-
up selfies? Like, or did they
I
have
do
to?
have some pictures. I'll go.
Okay,
look
send
at
us-
the
I
archives.
hope in the background there's Joe Exotic putting pepperoni on a pizza.
Oh my
way
God,
in the
that'd be great.
And when you left, you were probably like, "How is this legal? Like, how is this happening?"
It seemed just, but the safety portion of it, just the way the cages were constructed, I'm like, I could stick my hand through here and this tiger could bite my hand off. There's no safety precautions.
Yeah. That is awesome. That's what America's about.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's what happened. And then, of course, documentary, 65 million, you die in jail of cancer.
Oh.
That's
not dead yet.
America.
That's what's going to happen,
He's
right?
not dead yet, right?
No,
but
not
he-
yet.
But he will die in jail of cancer.
He has cancer, right?
Yes.
Or he says he claims he has cancer.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he does.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
what you haven't,
I mean, chances are, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
What
rough
kind of
living.
cancer?
I mean,
He
a
said
lot.
prostate, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
Is
gets
it?
men.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it could
what'll
be.
get you.
Man, he's not due to be released till 2037.
Oh, yeah, die in jail
Oh,
of cancer.
man. He needs to fatten up, too.
But it's
and
nuts.
Carol Baskins is just out there running the streets.
Oh, Queen of Cameo. Making millions on Cameo. Second only to Kevin from The Office, who spilled the chili on the floor.
Yeah, she's literally a millionaire off of
She is.
Cameo.
She is literally like right under him. Is like how much you made? I made like $1.4 million
If you're-
off of Cameo. No big deal. Just tell him, wishing people happy birthday.
Well,
Could have
good for
killed my
Kevin.
husband
I
and
like-
fed him to a tiger. No big deal. But give
the
me
whole
give me my
country
million.
thinks you're a murderer. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, millionaire.
You know what? If the whole country thinks I'm a murderer, all I need is a small crown of flowers. Cameo account. Like, not a murderer.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You're a millionaire.
Yeah, not
I want to talk about beards. So
I like beards. Some of my best friends have beards.
So now of the Sanford 3, Dustin's the only non-beardman with me. Yeah. You know, okay, that's good.
Dom is a strong stubble beard.
Yeah.
And
Paul's
Paul
a
got
full-on.
Man, mine
this
is so much tinier than it used to be. That's just barely.
But it's good.
Yeah, but
This
it's
is
a-
my
out of
weekend
dodge.
right here.
Yeah.
This is my weekend.
And then you
right?
shave down.
And then I'll get like 2 weeks, and then right back.
You don't
yeah.
roll a full beard.
This
though.
is the This is the George Michael look. He's rocking the George Michael.
Of course I
I
am.
like that.
Look at my shorts.
Yeah.
And so
I like that.
my whole life,
Gotta have faith.
I had to wear short underwear for this.
I've been waiting to grow a beard. I thought to myself,
That ain't happening, dude.
No, I know,
Yeah,
I know.
We've been
Well,
talking
I
about
didn't
that. We found
realize
something out today.
everybody kept telling me when you get older, like out of your 20s, you start, and I realized I finally gave up hope when I started just growing gray side. Like the beard that I have is gray, and I'm like, well, it ain't never coming. Like I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
It's more blonde than gray.
No, but they're starting. Basically, what I mean is like I was waiting, like maybe in my 30s I'll be a grown up enough that a beard
We're
will
almost
come.
40 now.
I know. Well, that's when
You're
I
like
gave up.
a teen waiting for pubes.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
on.
then you got like ingrown hair. Come
Yeah.
on, man. You're set. You don't have to shave all the time.
No,
That's
it's true.
epic.
Yeah,
people.
Plus, you look
young.
like you're 21 the whole rest of
Yeah,
your
but
life.
he looks super young. He doesn't
The only
have.
way they can tell is by looking at your
these
balls.
beardos, they say, "Oh, you got it good. You don't have to shave. It's such a pain in the ass." But I don't look like a man, Tom. Like Paul. Like Paul. When you see Paul,
Yeah, he's a man.
He like that's a
It's
man.
like right now I can
oh
look
my
a
God.
golfing man, a fishing man,
Like he did,
a stone.
he earns
man.
respect. I'm scared of
Thank you,
him,
man.
even though Paul's the nicest gentleman in
They
the
all
world.
look like men.
Yeah.
tried the
Or except for
mustache?
Dustin. Me and
the
Dustin.
mustache. The mustache is hot right now.
Tom, you look like a man. You just don't look like you can like skin a deer,
but just
man.
the mustache is just you're like a porn director, or pedophile.
No,
Oh my God.
You're like-
for like a year.
Cop.
And,
No,
You're like
no.
It wasn't
Sanford's-
Paul's a man, man porn director, man.
like Sanford Roger Waters,
yeah. Like a Sanford
like
Roger
eating a
Waters.
dog turd, pink flamingo vibe. Yeah, weirdo.
You
Yeah.
can get some of that tattoo beard, bro.
Well,
I told him.
I'm glad
get
you
the
mentioned
dots.
that.
I got a couple Latin buddies. They get the dots on their head, and it makes it look like they have a perfect fade.
Just like that.
I'm not getting the dots.
Get the dots. You got to get the dots.
I'm
And
not
then
getting
every
the
time you want to
line.
shave, you have to go get the.
Yeah, a few more
No,
dots.
I'm not getting the dots. But
All you got to do to make it look fresh is slap your cheeks.
listen, I gave up. I was like,
Come
listen,
here.
not everybody's cut out to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes my sons will grow up. They be like, my dad wasn't a man. He's just weak. Go get the spoon.
They're going to be the same, though.
Yeah, well,
They're not going to be able to grow a
I
beard.
don't know, but some of my
I don't
family,
know.
my wife's side, full beard, nice beard.
Yeah,
like
the women too.
Do they have, like, light blonde hair like your little boys do?
They did when they were younger.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's
It goes
genetics.
away. The
I think
blonde.
my 4-year-old is already outgrowing me. Absolutely.
Like
It's
the
just some
blonde
random-
can stay or leave you. And in my case, I had hair just like Tommy and Max, and now I got dishwater brown.
Yeah.
So I
should've
got
shaved the
something
trimmings.
that'll alarm you a little bit.
Wow.
I have a 4-year-old son. He's got back and shoulder hair. already.
Yeah, real
Well,
man.
he's a real man.
Yeah,
he's
he's a real
already
man.
more of a
Yeah.
I'll
man
send
than
you
I
a
am.
picture if you think. I'll
No, I
legit-
believe you. I
He's-
believe you. He can
He's,
push me down.
It's
He'll
like, bro, like what's going on with you? Like,
Yeah,
Teen
yeah,
Wolf or
no,
something?
your-
Oh my God.
your son.
So he grounded me after that.
Your son could definitely beat up both my sons at the same time. They're weak. I'm sorry. Like, maybe Max could give him a go, but Tommy pushes it, knock his glasses off. What do you do? You're born with what you got.
You are. You're
But
born with what you got.
I found something out. BDM has given me hope, and I want to run it by you guys, and Dustin especially,
I spent
because
my
maybe
whole lunch break looking up this stuff up.
Yeah, if I were gonna run something by some guys, these would be the three guys I picked.
it's the Sanford 3.
Yeah, the Sanford
Yeah.
3 would be my think tank.
I feel like we're on trial now.
Well, just wait.
Again,
Just wait.
hurricane party this Saturday.
Yeah.
Drink at West
Get the
End.
plug in.
Get your tickets.
.com.
Get your tickets. Get them at West End.
all day. Get the VIP pass. Don't cheap out.
Drink at
Look,
westend.com.
if you see me on Saturday, come up to me. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. Oh,
100%.
Paul,
That's
yeah.
right. Password is beard.
Yeah. You'll be afraid because
said
it'll
he's gonna
look
stay till the
scary.
end of the supervillain set too, so he's gonna
Look
be there
for the
all
small
night.
child using
Yes,
a
I'm
weight
staying
bench next to Paul. His son's over there pumping iron.
Paul's son's gonna be security at West End, bouncing me.
He's already watching the bar while they're here.
I like when the security guards throw people out like the old school by their pants.
Yeah.
That's and they actually hit the street.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Anyway.
Tell him what you found out.
So a BDM emailed me and he's like, hey, Tom, I used to have the same problem you did. I couldn't grow a beard. It was like
Patchy.
It didn't even grow into my cheeks. It just it
Scraggly.
looked horrible until I found this Reddit page And all these people got together that had the same problem globally and figured out that if you use this chemical called, what is it called?
Monoxidil?
That's close.
Minoxidil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minoxidil.
Basically,
Minoxidil.
it's the chemical found in Rogaine and all these other stimulating.
It's the generic Rogaine, basically.
Yeah, generic Rogaine that stimulates hair growth.
Okay.
But instead of using it on their hair, they'd use it on their cheeks.
Yeah, put it on cheeks.
And on their beard, on their face. Twice a week or twice a day. Sorry,
my God.
and they
He's
show
gonna mess it up.
You just do it in the morning when you're
12
having
hours
when you're
apart.
having a bagel.
So how
and then at
patchy
night.
is your beard?
It's pretty bad.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
bad.
It just grows on the jawline
Yeah.
and the neck like a
so
white
you can
trash.
do a throat or like a.
He can do like
You know, guys with rosy red cheeks and they're white trash. That's me. And they have that
He
weird
looks
thing,
like,
or they don't. They
This
have
is a great description.
they have scraggly, it's gross looking beard, and
Generic
they're
cigarette hanging out of the lip.
yeah, Joe Dirt style, and that's what happens. I tried to grow a beard.
carnival worker,
It's just-
new metal band bass player. Like if he's in a new metal band, he's got
yeah.
the kind of the West Borlandy.
Hooters wing cook.
Yeah, yeah, but then you'd have to grow it long and shave underneath.
Yeah.
Put it in a ponytail.
But-
Amateur drywall.
Yeah.
You guys
now
are
you
like-
got it. Now
You
you
guys are
got
kind
it.
of describing me in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Somebody that works at Little 500 go-kart track.
Sounds like fun.
So
Armenia or
it's
something?
like a neck beard, like Matthew Stafford has. It's like a neck beard.
throat
and
tea.
Yeah, it's gross.
Throat tea.
Throat tea sounds
That's
gross.
so yucky, man.
So this
I've
guy,
never heard that.
this BDM sent me before and after pics, and he's got a full beard now, and he's like, it
From
worked for me.
rubbing this cream on
after
his-
a year
Oh, it's a
of-
foam, right? It's a
it's a foam.
spermicidal foam.
You can get a foam
Or dropper.
or the dropper, or apparently they have an oral tablet now. I was going to tell you about
What about
that.
a patch? You need to put 2 Band-Aids on your cheeks.
Yeah, but the oral tablet, it feels like that would stimulate hair growth all
Probably,
over, right?
I would assume so.
I
Or
just
like
need it
just
on my
inside,
cheeks.
just in your throat. You get a
yeah.
hairy throat.
I
You
just
stick
need-
the clippers down in there so you can get a nugget down
Anyway,
there.
then we went through the Reddit page. Samantha did some research, and she's like,
We watched videos.
Yeah.
We saw 2 twins do it where one did it and one didn't do it.
Getting massive gains,
So
bro.
they had a control, and then you saw one guy got it like
You guys are using the internet all wrong.
well, I use it for porno.
He
and
pays
jobs.
me to do this.
I do it for other stuff.
Yeah.
The
If you're
good
gonna
stuff.
do it, do
was
it
2 chicks
scientifically.
doing
do
it.
it. With,
I
do
mean,
a
growing
1 month
hair.
without, and then shave it off, and do 1 month with, and see what the difference is.
Well, also
the-
do it on your forehead. See how it really
That's
works.
true. I'm gonna do it coming out of my tiny shorts, so I have a monkey tail in the front.
So-
good.
Curls down my thigh.
I asked the same questions you had because at first I'm skeptical of everything, and the internet.
Yeah,
It's
why
like
did it take a Reddit page to figure out that there's already a product that grows hair?
that's what I'm wondering, and also like,
Big Hair doesn't want you to know that.
I
Is
just
this-
gotta pause here. Ghost of Manute Bowl in the Twitch chat says, "I'm happy Tom replied to my email. I never got a prize for buying a house, but he did reply quick as hell when I said I had a way to grow a beard."
Oh, this is Ghost.
It's Ghost.
No, I didn't know this was Ghost
That's
of
my
Manute
friend.
Bowl.
That's not your friend.
No,
He
he's
hates
my
you.
friend. No,
No, he's my friend.
So I actually sent him an email back. I wanted to get on the show because I'm skeptical of all this, that it can be this easy.
He's a smart guy.
is
I mean,
Manute Bowl dead?
I believe so. Yeah. Manute Bowl is dead. I'm sorry. I was sad too. I asked the same question because it seems like a disrespectful name. I don't believe it is. I think it's in tribute.
Yeah,
no, I'm
2010.
really
Yeah.
curious on that.
Super tall people. They got
Yeah.
big hearts.
Yeah, they do.
Just doesn't-
And
they
that
don't
doesn't
live
mean
long.
generosity. It means like they're literally going to die.
Yeah. The size of the actual
Yeah.
organ.
It's like Great Danes.
Something
Like-
wrong. Like, oh my God, he looks like Jack Skeleton. It's like
Yeah.
he's got a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. It's like,
Yeah.
why is he so tall? It's like,
Yeah.
he's got a problem. Something's wrong. He's not going to live long.
There was a basketball player. Don't say that. Remember, I met a basketball player, a really ultra tall person, and remember,
Oh,
he,
yeah,
and
you
he-
bullied him.
Yeah, I did. I bullied him. He
It's
sat
weird.
in my seat at effing Wing House,
And you're like, get out of my seat.
and I have
guy's
a,
7'2".
I don't care who you are, but don't be disrespectful to me. And I go, hey. I was like, you get the hell out, And I told you, he's like Eastern Bloc, big Eastern Bloc basketball player. So sorry, little lamb,
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, you get the hell out of here, man.
Here's how you can tell, like, they're like 38 years old. They're still,
he died.
They're
That was
still
the story.
growing. And you're like, bro, you should not still be growing. You got a problem.
All the
Like,
road
why are you still? You're growing to 7'3". Like, no, your heart.
And so the guy died, like really early on. Like he should have lived to be like 50. I don't think he made it.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm like a little dog because I will get now as I age, I'll get heavier and I'll acquire more lumpy warts on my body, just like little dogs do. But I will also live to be, I don't know, in upwards of 116, 117 years old.
With
I'm glad we all
science.
agreed to get high before.
I'm not even high. I wish I was.
You guys, you're in laugh hell. And what are you even talking about?
That's our show, Dom. I mean, it's crazy.
I'm wearing freaking booty shorts.
I don't know why you did it.
This is nuts. I didn't sign up for this morning.
You tried too hard, Dom. Usually, I was expecting.
Hey, I am a go-getter. I'm outgoing.
That is the most effort I've seen you put into anything you've ever done
in my life.
I was very impressed. Give him a prize.
I know. I should.
I mean, Dom's got nice legs. Dude.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He actually.
You're fit.
You looked for shorts for a bit on the show.
That's more than I would do for the show.
Yeah, and then you spent all day yesterday. You found some shorts. You wore them under your regular shorts all the way
That's
here,
hot. That's
waiting to run out and do the.
No, I had to go throw them on in there.
Yeah, no, I know.
I waited for you to introduce
Oh,
the
you-
show.
you got
I wanted
nude?
to get the reaction on the show. I didn't want to walk
I
in
think
here.
this
with
is the
my-
point where we should pressure him into wearing this on Saturday all day.
on stage.
Yeah.
It's my birthday, so I do whatever I
Dude,
want. I think
well, not that
day.
you should wear shorts. It's better for drumming, right?
More mobility, yeah.
Well, things, his legs are out and they can
You gotta
look
wear
through
tight
them.
whities.
But no, you
Yeah.
can wear.
Actually, don't you wear jeans when you drum?
No, I just wear regular normal shorts.
Yeah, like
man.
board shorts.
Yeah, but they're
shorts.
Why are you
longer.
looking at my attire, Paul?
Why are your
Come on,
shorts
man.
so
I
long?
thought you told me once that you wore jeans for a reason. Why you
No,
while you were
actually,
working.
if you wear pants when you play drums, your pant legs get caught up in the.
Maybe you
pedal.
told me you didn't wear pants.
Yeah,
because
you
of that.
can't do that.
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
wear. You gotta wear shorts.
Oh,
man.
it was because it was it's January because it was cold outside, and when you played the fishing tournament, I asked you why you were wearing shorts because you said you were cold. And you said
Exactly,
that's
because
why
it
you
was
told
like
me.
30 degrees outside.
Hold on, can you? This is
Mystery
a great
solved.
bit. Let's rewind this.
Why Thomas wear shorts?
Well, we're telling you about drums and shorts, and God, it's freezing in here.
It
It is cold in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt and pants.
Dom, is there any shortcuts you see? Like, are there people like drummers, new drummers nowadays, taking shortcuts to learn that you like? Okay, because it seems like as things like technology makes it easier, right? So it's like instead of doing it the harder way, you have technology to help you out. Screw it,
all
use that
types of stuff.
So our drummers now in bands, they're like taking shortcuts using technology, maybe like some sort of. I
It's
guess
all in editing, and then it's a lot of stuff. Man, a lot of people don't even use real drums anymore.
You use
to be
like
honest
triggers
with
and stuff, right? And
so you
they'll
don't
just hit
even
a beat and let it roll and kind of tap along to it.
Drum
there-
machine.
just a million different ways you can do it now. Just like that, or you could literally have like triggers on all your drums, so when you hit the drum, it sounds the exact same every single time.
Oh, really?
I mean, and then you could go through just like you do with your show. You can go through an editing, and you can move that snare drum over just a D hair. You can,
in post production, right? So,
Yeah.
but that makes
Is that a technical drumming term?
D hair, yeah.
because I'm not sure if I could.
There's
say
in
D.
hair, D hair,
Yeah.
C hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, C hair's to me is the closest.
That's
No
the one
coming
that
back
always
from
gets
that
caught
one.
in your mouth.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Had one of those made that joke the other night. I made that
Tom's
joke
like,
the
you guys
other
are
night.
dancing too close.
I was talking about the word, you guys.
That joke
God.
does not go over well when you're performing the joke.
You're right. No.
Hurricane Party. There's 6 stages.
There it is.
Get your tickets pre-sale, $20. That's the easiest way to
There's
do
some
it.
VIPs left. That's only online.
Okay.
There's maybe like 40 or 50 left. So grab them while they're there.
And what do you get for VIP? Just
So you get the T-shirt. You get a little meet and greet with some of the bands.
I won't be wearing the shorts, but you can meet me.
all right.
Tiny shorts.
You also get a gift bag from the Helping Friendly Hemp Company.
Oh yeah,
which
big
comes
up
with,
the
like,
Helping Friendly.
some CBD
Oh
pre-roll.
man,
nice.
Big
Right,
up
now
the
we're
Helping
talking.
Friendly.
Some
They're
coupons.
one of the Supervillains' newest sponsors, and they are super dope guys.
Very
man.
cool.
Yeah, they are the presenting sponsor for Hurricane Party this year as well.
I love it. Awesome,
Awesome.
guys.
Very nice guys.
Again, drink at westend.com for tickets. You can find them on Facebook. Just search Hurricane Party. It's up there. Guys, Sanford 3,
Yep.
we appreciate
Thank
you
so
coming
much.
by.
It's always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure seeing you guys.
Paul, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to go for the beard. I'm gonna rub the foam on my cheeks.
You're gonna foam your cheeks,
and
bro?
then in 1 year, when we promote the next Hurricane Party,
Yeah.
it
You're
would
gonna
be
look like Grizzly Adams.
we'll have a reveal.
Yeah.
Like we'll get him up on stage.
Do you think
It's gonna
Crystal
look
will
like
think
Teen
less
Wolf
of
this
you
time
watching
next
you
year?
do that twice a day?
He's gonna get addicted to it.
And then there's
Because
like
that would keep me from doing it.
there's like a there
Is
should
my
be-
fiance watching me put
sheet?
Rogaine on my face twice a day.
I'll hide it from my wife like everything else. They know, like my weed drawer and all the stuff. She's like, "How much do you take?" I'm like, "Oh, just CBD at night to sleep."
Oh, that minoxidil's got me going crazy.
Could you
I'm like, the CBD works wonders for anxiety. Well,
Could you
high as
play a
hell all the
prank
time.
on people? Like, could I start rubbing it on my wife as she sleeps? And
Just get like a one circular patch like right on her
like
butt
as
cheek.
she's sleeping, and then I just go like right in the center of her head. I just rub a one circle, and I do it for 20 years.
That's why I'm skeptical, because I feel like somebody would have done this already
Yeah.
as a prank.
Like a
this
long
would have
con.
been a
I
prank
went to
already.
Mexico once, and my buddies drew a wiener on my back when I was passed out on the beach.
yeah, that's
So that was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's we still do that.
that's a classic.
Is wiener okay?
Yeah.
Wiener's
Wiener's
fine.
fine.
Don't ask her. She's a wiener machine.
Better than ever. Anyway, all right, guys. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more corporate time.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha and Butler are here.
Oh, I forgot to mention that the Tom and Dan tent is going to be out at Hurricane Party. It'll be there from noon to 6, and Eric's going to be selling different variety of hats. We got glasses giveaways, like you can pick up a Tom and Dan sunglasses for free.
Nice.
Koozies, stickers, magnets.
Yeah, I noticed
all the giveaway
you
stuff.
You reloaded up all the giveaways, and they're good ones too. The sunglasses are they're not like not that I would goof on people for doing this. And look, we've dabbled in goof glasses before, where they're like colorful and crazy. These are just your basic good pair of cheap black sunglasses.
Yeah.
You will love them. Like you
Go
can't
with everything.
Yeah, they're the can't have too many of these. I actually keep a couple of these in my glove compartment.
For emergencies.
Yeah, or like if
Emergency
I'm
glasses.
well, like canoeing or beach.
Yeah.
You don't want to
I
use.
call them tubing down the itch and tuck knee glasses.
Boom.
Too
I
drunk.
can't believe you said that.
I know.
And he said it well too. You want to go
I
tubing,
can't
bro?
even say that.
Tubing down the Itchnatukney. Whew, that's hard.
Oof.
Because you're bound to lose your sunglasses, so who cares if you lose the Tom and Dan ones? Because they're free.
Yeah, and
So-
then if somebody else finds them and they say Tom and Dan, they might listen to the show.
I did clown on some BDM that wanted to change the lenses. I don't know if you saw that on the BDM page.
Yeah.
What do you want to put in there? Iridium? I want iridium lenses.
He wanted to change the lenses out to polarized or like nicer.
I want some flame orange.
No, but it's like, and I was like, well, you want to change the lenses on these giveaway plastic garbage glasses?
Well, he's going to get prescription.
And then I think
Could
he
you
felt
do
embarrassed.
that?
I think he canceled his membership.
think he can.
Oh, you did? You told her that?
Yeah.
You clowned on him. He canceled his BDM membership.
Yeah, because he was like he wanted to keep the Tom and Dan sunglasses because he liked them so much, but he wanted polarized lenses.
And you made fun of him.
I made fun of him and they canceled.
I like that.
Yeah. That's
I
why.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Good job. Could I? I like it. You know what? Give yourself a raise. Could
I can't. We have no money.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we've made fun of all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Could I go to any optometrist with a pair of these cheap Tom and Dan glasses and be like, look, I only have enough money for the lenses.
You could, but the lenses are more expensive.
No, but that's what I'm going to tell them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
could
look,
you-
and they're going to say, no, sir. And I'm like, look, this is all I got.
Well,
All I got
or
are-
just be like, I want these prescription, super
Right.
expensive transition lenses in
In
these glasses.
these-
I'm going to pay you for it.
Yes.
they'll
these
have to do it, right?
Chinese yeah. I don't know if they'd have to do it. They could refuse you service. You know.
Why are they refusing me service?
I don't know.
Because of the way I look.
I'm not baking a gay cake. You know,
Yeah.
It's one of those scenarios. You know, like, why aren't you doing it again? My
But
principles.
I think they'll put them in there though if you pay them. Anyway,
I don't know if they would or not.
they probably will say like it just won't work right. These glasses aren't made to put.
And how
other-
come where are we with X-ray specs? Are we gonna ever get a pair of sunglasses that you could look through women's dresses? We're not, right? Should I just bad dream? I could scratch that one off of the bucket list. That's not happening.
I thought we were getting close with like the Google glasses and stuff.
No, those are just for. There used to be an influencer here. I hate using that term. There used to be an influencer around here, or the term TikTok famous. I hate that one too. I hate all terms. But there was a lady around here that would wear the Google Glass like to meetings and then like and you knew that like she was only wearing it to like let you know that she had it and you don't. You know what I mean?
Look,
Yeah.
I'm on a website right now that claims that they are an advanced intelligence spy shop, and they have X-ray glasses that allow you to see through clothing.
Yeah, but too far through clothing? How much are they? Order them.
All right, let's
Or
see.
is it too far through clothing? Because I don't want to see bones. I just want to see mounds and breasts.
Can you? Well, you could see. Yeah.
There's also a microphone.
And you
in
know what?
them.
I want to see ding dongs too. I don't want to like. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be.
I see everything.
I want to see everything. Yeah, except for children. I do not want to see. Can we put that in there? You get. That's maybe why we're not there yet.
I don't think you could.
'Cause you
just can't look at the children.
$1,220.
Order them.
Do it.
What is it? Because It's. I
What's
mean,
the return policy? Could
it's
I like put
color
them on, use them, and like
X-ray
put them back in the box?
no
Color
return.
X-ray vision with audio. You can see through some
I
type of
don't
clothing
need
material.
audio of people's clothing.
Hold on, is this because for a while on certain like handheld mini cameras, if under the night vision setting, you could see through clothes. Remember that? Do you remember that thing? Look through.
No, but I remember you watching me a lot with your night vision. Hold on a second, sir.
There's something to like mini DV cameras on a night vision setting,
Like the Paris Hilton setting?
Yes, and you could see through certain garments.
Infrared?
I think he's right. I remember hearing
night
that
vision.
too.
Yeah, it was a night vision setting. You could see
It's
through
that setting
certain,
where everybody's eyes get real white.
like raccoons.
Yeah.
And then you could, I think,
That raccoon's taking a bra.
see like through white clothing maybe, or certain blends of cotton, and then you could see nips or whatnot, but not perfect, but you could see it.
I want to see.
Yeah. And one of these cameras, it says it has a new function. That means it can see infrared light, which we can't see with the naked eye. But one odd side effect of infrared photography is that in some cases it can see right through clothing.
I'm sorry.
Not always,
can
but the clothes have to be pretty thin in the first place.
Can I talk about something completely unrelated that you just did that made me laugh? I'm sorry. Is your depth perception off because you went to set your cup down and it was too hard? It was like you went like. It was like you didn't know where you were.
He
You
was
were
mad
like,
that he can't see through clothes.
you were like,
sorry.
It was
Sorry.
like it was like you went to grab this microphone and you're like you went too far.
I was thinking about seeing through the clothes.
You're looking at Samantha when you slammed your drink down.
No.
So we're never gonna get there though. To go back to my question, right? That's just not gonna happen.
It doesn't seem. I think probably those glasses though on that website are some version of the night vision thing, right?
Tracy says in our Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/TomaDan Live, she says, I recently had an infrared sauna experience.
What does that mean?
Infrared sauna. Now, I know they have infrared grills.
That's just a dry sauna. That's you go into a sauna and it's
They
not.
bake you?
They bake you like a cookie.
Is it like a tanning bed?
No, it's literally a sauna, but it's not a steam sauna. It's just dry heat. So you get in there and it's dry.
You just start
You're
sweating.
baking yourself.
But it does the same thing that other saunas do, which is all the different health benefits.
Yeah,
or
she
whatever.
says they heat you with the light spectrum. It's dry, and then you can pick the light color.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a whole thing. It's kind of like
Give me
ice
purple.
bath. It's it's the sauna, the ice bath.
What about these salt rooms?
That's stupid.
They used to, I remember one of them used to, the one here in town used to advertise with me, or they were thinking about advertising with me and doing like live reads or something. And I remember I checked it out and I sat in the salt room. And the first room I went into, they had it was just like a cave of salt.
Yes.
And then I don't even know how they would build this. I don't know how they would create it. I'm guessing that they shoot wet salt onto the walls and then have people pack it in there and let it dry. I don't know. But I went in the salt cave and you're sitting in like a lawn chair. And they're like, just sit here. And then I'm like,
Can't
well,
get a more comfortable chair?
I don't know. Well, they can't because it's
much
everything's
salt.
salty. Yeah, you can't do you can't put rooms to go in there. You got to do like an Adirondack.
Okay.
So I remember I was sitting in there with the AE from Real Radio, and we're sitting in these lawn chairs, and then the lady's like, "Okay," and she's like, "Turn the light down," and I'm like, "Okay," and we just sat in lawn chairs, and you're just supposed to breathe the salt, and I'm like, and I remember because I like money. I remember saying things like, Oh,
really
I can
breathe
feel it
better.
working. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I can
really.
feel the salt.
Now that I'm thinking,
It's rejuvenating.
Yeah. Oh my God, my organs feel so brined. Like I didn't know what. I didn't know-
Yeah.
I
Do
didn't
you
know-
feel younger? Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God, look at my skin. My God, I'm like Benjamin Button.
I want the $20.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know what it was doing, but it did. I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't know what it was doing. What does it do, Sam?
It's like any of those things, the treatments and stuff. It probably does a little bit. It's not going to do so dramatic of a thing where it's like,
Is it the breathing of the salt molecules into my lungs that?
It's like the ice bath and the infrared stuff. Although there's more, I guess, science that stuff is healthier.
Some claim that it can treat respiratory conditions such as asthma, chronic bronchitis, and allergies. Others suggest it can also ease smoking-related symptoms such as cough, shortness of breath, and wheezing.
It was weird.
It also
'cause
helps with detoxification
I smoked the whole time I was
and rejuvenating properties.
Oh yeah, rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate.
They should take out rejuvenation out of marketing because it just is synonymous now with some sort of scam, right?
My name is Rejuvenation Synonymous.
I'm just saying when you're like it has rejuvenating properties, you're like
Yeah, it sounds like essential oils.
yeah, essential oils.
Because it's like,
yeah.
why is it essential? And if it's essential, I'd already have it, right? Because it's essential. Essential workers were the people that had to be there, right? None of these oils. Lavender is not essential to me living.
Anytime you talk to a real man doctor or scientist or whatever, and you ask them about anything,
It's
at least
a dangerous game because you'll throw out everything in your house and you'll basically eat anything you want and just die based on your own genetic dice roll.
No, but they'll just be like, yeah, eat right, exercise.
Yeah. It never
But if
changes.
you ask about the rejuvenating salt caves and stuff, they're just like, whatever
Pokey.
do whatever makes you feel better. Like that's what they say. But then if you say that, well, you're telling me it's nothing because do whatever makes me
Is there
feel
actual
better.
science behind it or not?
Yeah, but
and
if
he's
they
probably
But if they said there's some science on the physical side, but you know what? Believe it or not, there's some really good mental side effects.
Yeah,
that
well,
you
that's
get
the thing. That's the thing.
But we never address
No.
anything mental. Not even like, okay, like let's say that going to the salt room, laying in that lawn chair for an hour, and just having an hour to yourself with your own thoughts, away from, just dedicating
That's
some
yes, it's probably
self-care.
ties. Yeah.
It's self-care. How can that be bad?
You're probably tying into some form of the
Meditation.
advantages of meditation and just being relaxed and with your own thoughts for a little bit, which you do talk to a scientist, they'll be like, yes, that will help.
Oh, I
you.
meditate every night. I fell
mental
off for a
health.
little while, but I'm back on it because my anxiety has increased, and I've noticed that if I don't do it, there are steps that I have to go through in order to do. Oh my God, we gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah.
We got just enough time for me to,
Our new sponsor, Joe Salt Cave.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Got
want
it,
to check
Joe's.
out Joe Exotic Salt Caves.
Check out my salt cave.
Bye-bye. Welcome back to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I'm Dan. Let's jump into some voicemail messages here. If you'd like to leave us 1-844 TOMNDAN. That's 1-844-866. Don't know it.
6326.
Thank
it
you.
is.
6326.
Yeah. Also, check out
6326.
one of our new sponsors, Organic Meats, right there in Lake Mary.
Did you see those hamburgers that BDM was cooking up?
Oh yeah.
Man, oh man.
They own their own farm. They get their all their meat locally from a lot of their own farm or at least local farms from around Florida, and they're a great butcher shop. And we got a promotion now where if you spend $50 with them, you get a Tom and Dan cutting board. You spend I think it's $25.
Yeah, I think it's $25 for the cutting board and maybe 50 for the apron.
Is that what it is, Travis?
Yeah.
20 for the cutting board, 50 for the apron.
Yeah, you
50
got it
for the
right.
apron,
You got it
okay.
right.
And you get a free Tom and Dan Real Man apron with your purchase.
Indeed. First email, Sam.
Email? Okay. Therapist question. Hey, Dan, it's Zach. I went to a therapist a couple times about 7 years ago. She was nice, but I didn't really feel comfortable with her, so I stopped going. Did you go to a therapist you didn't mesh with before finding the one you're with now? I have more questions, but I'll start there. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you got to
I think
find
that happens a lot.
Yeah, I think you got to find the right person. I had one that I didn't like at all. Sort of an odd experience, and maybe this particular guy would be good for other people. I had one. I've had 3 different therapists. 2 I've liked, 1 I have not. And the one I have currently is a lady, and I like her a lot. But yeah, I think you have to try things. It's just like medication or anything else. You got to try it, see if it's a good fit for you, and but don't force it. If you don't enjoy it or if you don't click with the person.
Yeah, I give it a solid 2 to 3 visits, and if you don't feel it, get out of there.
Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time either. Or theirs. Because
My whole thing is that you gotta fall in love with them.
and then
fantasize.
Yes.
Is that what happened? I've never seen The Sopranos. I was going to start that.
Yeah.
If you don't fall
Thanks
in
for
love with them,
spoiling
there's
that.
not a good fit.
Well, it doesn't really spoil anything, but Milfy she's a huge part of the show, and the fact that she was Milfy, Dr. Milfy, get it?
Yeah.
She had those big bazoombas.
Don't say that.
I said it like Tony Soprano.
So
that's what he would have said. He would have. She got like big bazoombas. Stugay.
I didn't understand therapy until recently, where it finally clicked, where it's just like, oh, you are paying someone to listen to you, and that's the therapy.
Yes, to a degree.
It can be, yeah.
It can be to certain people, but like that's how I had to compartmentalize it in my brain before I understood the benefits of it. Like, because at first I remember I've been to therapy because like I was going through that anxiety thing after my brother died, and then my Crystal was like, "You gotta go to therapy. You're crazy." So I go there, and then I'm talking to him, and then she's like, "I'm like, this lady's not I know all the answers." I'm coming. She's not.
You
giving
would be
me
the hardest patient to deal with.
Oh,
if I was your
yeah.
therapist.
Yeah.
Man.
Hold on a second. I think I see an edge in your therapy.
Let me tell you how to be a therapist.
Oh yeah, I did that all.
Oh my God.
I'll bet you I don't show up next week. Bet me.
And really, then I was like, I talked for 45 minutes straight. She didn't say nothing. It was just me talking after a couple, and then I figured it out myself.
Was she at least writing anything down to like bring up?
No.
You might need a new therapist, Tom.
No. But what happened was I was like, oh, I talked through it with a person that I paid to listen to me, right? It's like my old lady doesn't want to listen to me anymore. I talk all the time like nobody wants to listen to me.
We're the only show that uses the term old lady, and I support it because it's us and biker gangs.
I like it.
I know. I've actually gotten email from people that say they dislike it, that it's very disrespectful, and it made me want to say it more.
Screw them.
I hate old lady and old man. I hate it. And I hate youngins. I hate
it. Quit taking these personal. I'm disrespecting my wife. She should be the only one that cares that I call her an old lady.
I'm not offended. I just I just hate the terminology.
But people are like, it's disrespectful. To who? To my wife? She obviously to my wife. Like, let her fight her own battles.
Oh my God! Wow.
No, but people do that. They're like, I'm getting mad that you are disrespecting someone else. Like, let them get mad. Anyway. My old lady made me go to therapy, and I just talked for 45 minutes straight until I figured it out. Then I, eventually it trailed off. But it helped me, and I realized it was like, oh, it helps to just talk to someone that would listen. Yeah. And that's hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people, you live with someone that you talk all the time. They're not really listening. They're distracted. It's like having someone sit down and be paid. We had a meeting one time, and this was a smart idea. And
is this when they passed out all the little balls of clay, and then we had to
No. This was a meeting we had with someone that wanted our opinion on some business stuff, right? And that person was like, I want to have a meeting with you, and I want to pay you your a meeting fee, and tell me what it is. And then we're like,
that's like when you go to a hair appointment and you go for a consultation, you got to pay for those. Well, a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, this person,
we're just talking it out.
This person made a good point, because we were like, we're not gonna charge you, just come by and we'll tell you. And he's like, no, I want to pay
for your time.
Because not only that, but I want you to realize that I'm paying you for this, so you give me what I'm looking for, instead of just it being
I don't want
shoot
small talk. I don't want you to ask me about my business and my wife or my kids, and I want you
or look at your phone or be distracted.
Yeah, I want I'm paying you, and we start at this time and we end at this time. And I was like, that makes sense. I was like, that makes sense.
And it was like, I thought it was weird at first, but then when it actually happened, I was like, wow, this is way more efficient. This person knew that this is more efficient than you go for a meeting and you do a lot of small talk.
Maybe they did the math and they're like, we're going to talk to Tom.
Yeah,
we need to make sure he's paying attention and not on his phone.
Because he was paying us, I was definitely like, it put some skin in the game.
It did. What it did was it allowed this person to keep his schedule, and he's a pretty busy cat. So it guaranteed that he'd be in when he came in and out when he came in. And, because if we weren't doing what needed to be done, we didn't get paid. It was weird, the initial payment thing, but I did like the no BS kind of intent of like, this is what we're doing. Once we understood and got past the weirdness, it was like, this makes total sense.
Yeah.
People should do this more.
Yes. So anyway,
I've offered to do that with people now. It's funny you mentioned that. I've offered to do that with people that like know things, like or are helping me out, rather than just asking them to help me out. I'll be like, hey, I'll shoot you $50,
dude,
if you will sit with me for 30 minutes and just walk me through X, and then they'll be like, but it does help to like compensate them fairly.
It works that way with tickets and things like that too. You give away a free ticket to a concert, people won't show up. And like,
you're right.
ask venues if they give away comp tickets, no one shows up. Even if
like, man, got it for free.
I've given them to people before, expensive ass tickets, and they don't go.
If they pay,
it hurt my feelings.
If they pay even $10 or some sort of, they got a skin in the game.
There's investment.
Yeah, they'll show up, which is basic, I guess, human psychology, but. It's weird that we're wired like that. Anyway, let's do another email.
Okay. Edibles. So I've been making edibles for about 10 years now out in my legit laboratory, and most likely all of you have had mine. I work in a lab as my day job, so I brought home an entire lab's worth of equipment over the years. I make the Starbursts that were popular for a while, as well as Werther's Chews to all shapes of gummies, but not the sour strips. The packaging from, quote, California is all fake. It's knockoff packaging bought online, and I have the sealer that melts it shut so it looks legit.
You're Zelda?
You're Mr. Zelda?
The molds are silicone and cheap on Amazon, and to dip and dust them is super easy. Almost anyone will eat a homemade gummy, but very few will eat a homemade pill. Profit margins are ridiculous.
You haven't met me yet.
I'll eat any pills. I like pills.
Profit margins are ridiculous as I sell each 20 milligram candy for $1.50 in bulk, but only have 3.5 cents into each one. So that makes sense.
So the psychology is they'll eat the gummies, but the pills they're skeptical of just because.
You got to shape the pills like gummies.
Gummy
pill.
Pill
bear.
So this guy's claiming that he's making them locally, and these.
And you can buy all the packaging and to seal it and all that.
I don't know anybody that is selling them because, of course, that is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know somebody who legally purchases their own concentrate and likes to make their own candies.
Yeah.
And they do them, and they look like.
Or food, like dishes.
Yeah, they make like straight up candy that looks like candy you'd buy at any high dollar chocolate shop, here in town.
I just thought I guess it's way cheaper this way rather than if you buy weed gummies in Colorado and just mail them, because listen, weed is in the mail everywhere. It's ask any UPS driver, their entire truck stinks like
air
weed.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
I can't take a sip of air outside without breathing in weed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is mailing weed through the U.S. mail, and no one's checking. It's open, baby. It's all in the mail. So you can easily mail a good amount of gummies from Colorado or California to Florida, but maybe the margins don't exist anymore after that, because they're still at a certain price in Colorado. Even if you buy in bulk, they're expensive.
Yeah.
So then you mail them to Florida, and then sell them for how much? $5 a package more? Maybe there's way more margins. You just make them, because making your own weed like oil is way cheaper if you grow if you get a couple pounds of weed and then you extract all the oil out of all that and then make your own gummies, probably a huge amount of profit margin there, right?
Yeah.
Compared to buying them.
That totally makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, that I get. So that makes sense.
Right.
Let's try this voicemail
Thank
message.
you, sir.
You got your bachelor party hat on or
Yes.
with you?
No.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh my God, I said bachelor party and then I still
Got
have
some music
I
going.
know I got on bachelor party music. Hold on, here we go. We got a lot of calls about bachelor parties. Apparently, people aren't good at them.
Hey guys, it's Jalen. you were talking about bachelor parties and having bad bachelor parties, and I think you should do a contest where people write in about their worst bachelor parties. I might win. My bachelor party, my best man disappeared, was having a depressive episode. Nobody heard from him for like 2 or 3 weeks. His apartment was completely empty. So my wife's friends took her to Disney World for her bachelor party, and I took myself to see Spider-Man 2 with stinky old Tobey Maguire.
No. No.
Hold on.
His best man had an episode, cleared his apartment out and went missing for 3 weeks. And his wife went on a trip and he went to see Spider-Man 2, which is the worst of the Spider-Mans.
Hold on. You could still, that was your only friend, that one guy?
He could have gone to, you could have gone to a strip club by yourself. Though I have never done that.
No,
I have been
also
to
more sad if it's your own bachelor party.
Yeah.
If you go by yourself,
I don't
right?
know. I would make an argument that man's got to do what you got to do. Look, if you don't have any friends that want to throw you a bachelor party, had I not had Tom, who I will on the show call my friend, I insulted you horribly on the growers and showers page last night by saying that I had another friend get me into plants that was not you. It was shots.
I laughed at
it
that.
was shots fired. I was being mean. I was in a bad mood. And but if I had not had you as a friend to make a bachelor party for me, I could have ended up like this guy. I don't know if I have the gumption to go to the strip club by myself.
Yeah,
I would like to think I'm the type of guy, like I said, you got to do what you got to do. Like I want to see some boobs. I want to have a beer. I
like boobs. I like beer.
Do you like boobs and beer? But there is a nostalgia, a traditional type of thing there. Like growing up, I always thought that's what I would do. You go to the strip club.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be strip club or Spider-Man 2. There could be somewhere.
There's only two choices.
It could be. You could have just okay, you like boobs and beer. Go to Twin Peaks for lunch instead of Spider-Man 2. At least
by yourself?
In some ways.
But it's better than Spider-Man 2.
No, but I feel like, okay, is it more weird to be having your bachelor party at Twin Peaks and gawking at young teen girls serving you food, or is it more weird to be at the strip club gawking in the gawking zone at women that are ready for you to gawk? Do you see what I'm saying?
I think they're both ready to go.
Yeah,
ready to gawking?
I think they're ready for gawking.
Ready for gawking.
I mean,
Gawk
they
ready.
know what they signed up for.
Yeah. Twin Peaks, they like Samantha said, they know. They know the gawks are coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't stop the
Gawk. Yeah.
When you put on
you're gawk blocking, man.
when you put on the mountain climber with tees jacked up, you're just like, well,
Why are you looking at my Twin Peaks?
Yeah. But you can't really look, though.
I get paid by Twin Peaks Incorporated.
Yeah.
That's where my paycheck comes from. What is this? We all know. But how do you have no other friends? One friend that got depressed and took off? That's it?
Possible.
I mean, if you weren't around and Butler's wife wouldn't allow him to go,
No, you know other
I'd be
people.
taking Samantha to the strip club.
You know other
Yeah.
people.
You've still never been, right?
Never been.
You know other people out there that would take you.
Me and Big Tim roll up to the strip club.
There's other friends.
I don't have any friends.
I can't think
told
of
you.
it.
I know. I was telling you.
No.
I am
Mike Aiello.
Mr. Spider-Man 2.
No. But I'm just you didn't have to go to a movie by yourself, and that I feel like is a pity party. This gentleman.
Okay.
Maybe he was really into Spider-Man 1.
No.
And it was opening weekend.
He went there for a pity party because he's like, my friend took off. He's depressed.
So I'm going to deliberately do something terrible just so I can tell other people about it, and they will pity me at Twin Peaks.
I don't think so.
No, that sounds like if
I'll ask him.
If your wife, you know who this is?
Yeah, Jalen.
Okay, EJ says that he took his friend to Mako's and he got spanked with his own belt.
What?
That's solid. That's a solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but EJ also went paintballing for his bachelor party.
Yeah, and look at the haircut he's got now. There's a direct correlation between the two.
Yeah.
You look at paintball bachelor party, and he's the brother from Something About Mary haircut. Owen, I think is the name of the brother. When you have the Something About Mary Owen, you can trace it back. Like I can look at people with EJ's haircut and go like, paintball bachelor party, paintball bachelor party. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. And then you look at some people and you're like, strip club.
First, we're going to do a round of paintball at Orlando Paintball. We'll get...
and then afterwards, my mom's ordering pizzas.
They rent... They rent you mini-max. And then we're going to go to...
Where a kid can be a kid.
We're going to go to iDrive and do the slingshot. If you do that, I will not go to your bachelor party.
I hated when I had nerd friends that would want to do the bachelor party that wasn't Sinister. It made me so mad.
Although...
Because they're like, guys... We're going to meet at Hooters, and I'm like, yes.
And
they're like, after Hooters, we're going back to my place for video game roundup. I'd be like, well, no. I'm not going. You suck.
But then,
Guitar Hero.
But on the opposite...
That's it. Rock band. Yeah, I got the drum set for rock band. No. You know what I got? I got a rock hard erection.
No, can't say that. Although the other side of the spectrum of that, and I have these friends too, where they go too far. They're like, we're going to Costa Rica, and we're going to go bang prostitutes 100%.
Oh, yeah, there are the too far guys.
Everybody will cheat on the wives and do hard drugs. They're like, that's too far.
That's the righteous gemstones.
We're going to do coke and bang prostitutes.
And if things get out of hand, we might have to kill one of them. You know? It's like, whoa.
It's like I'm that's too far.
Rock band?
No, but there has to be a good, I'll go to Daytona Lollipops and,
I thought
Let's
about
go to Biggins as a go-to show.
I thought about going to
Isn't that Coco or is that Daytona? Biggins?
I've never heard of Biggins.
Biggins was a fictional.
No, it's real.
I know, but it was a fictional magazine, I believe, on on Married with Children. But it became.
It's in Daytona Beach Shores.
A strip
Biggins.
club.
It's right down the street from one of our watering holes.
All right, we can go to the watering hole and we'll walk down to Biggins.
Yeah, Biggins Dance and Nightclub.
Do they have any little uns that work at Biggins?
I'm sure.
Let me ask you.
I feel like it should only be big, well-endowed women.
I thought about that at Hooters too, but I feel like most of the girls at Hooters are smaller.
Yeah,
on top.
but it's just Hooters. I mean, my wife has Hooters, but they just happen to be
little hoots.
Yeah, small caliber hoots.
Let me ask you this question: so if our strip establishments, gentlemen's clubs, having problem hiring,
did you
dancers?
You look like you just had a stroke.
I was about to say strippers, but then I was like, is that the correct term?
Yeah,
Stripper, dancer.
Stripper, dancer.
Are they having a problem? Because if you have a decent body, you're that age, you need the money, couldn't you just go to TikTok and play video games in a hot tub or OnlyFans
or Babe Wash or whatever
God,
it's
I've
called.
never thought about that.
Well, that's harder than stripper, I think.
Also, a lot of them had to shut down for the pandemic, so I think a lot of them are still didn't reopen because they lost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
Eddie Howard in our Twitch chat room says that we could stay at the Viking Lodge Sun Viking Lodge across the street.
Yeah, man.
Biggins?
From Biggins.
Yeah.
Let's get a room at Sun Viking. Let's hit up Mets Lounge, and then let's walk over to Biggins and get our big on.
They don't do nude anymore,
I think
but
it's
no
just
pasties.
topless, right, in Daytona?
What are the lap dances? That's how you could tell.
I don't like it when they have on the flesh-colored Band-Aids where they look like they've had their nipples removed, and I don't like it when they wear a bikini bottom.
No, the bikini bottom is fine. I don't need bottomless. I've been to Key West.
I know this is where you and I disagree, but I can't go to a strip club unless I see full bottom nudity.
No, you can.
No, I can't. I cannot go there.
What did they even have?
It's like
that
Nosferatu walking into a cathedral. It'll burst into flames.
In Tampa, they don't have bottom. They have nude.
Oh yeah,
nude.
Mons Venus.
Yeah,
but not lap dance nude, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
lap
dude.
dance,
Oh,
whatever you
yeah.
want.
Okay, but they can't serve liquor, or they can.
No, no liquor.
No liquor.
Yeah.
But that's why
fine.
you carry a pocket of cocaine.
yeah.
Huge.
Now, the lap dances, have they really cracked down on those? Because it used to be.
What's your definition of really cracked down?
Well, technically,
have they really cracked down on loose massaging?
You're right. Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
So
I'm reading some of the reviews on Biggins.
Give me one. Just pick one.
Biggins has definitely improved.
Yes!
It's been about a year since I've gone, and I went last night with a friend while visiting the East Coast. My favorite dancer was there, as well as my favorite bartender, and on top of that, they are under new management. The smells have improved. The atmosphere overall is much better. Jamie makes great drinks. Celia has great pole work, and George is a great DJ. Good job, Biggins.
DJ
now,
George.
what was the smell before?
Jerk chicken.
Maybe smoking inside?
Jerk chicken. They had a gentleman out front selling jerk chicken.
There's like ammonia, and you're like,
here's one review
like
that says,
pinch a penny in your
I love the girls at this place. Made me feel safe.
That's a weird.
Well, they all have guns. Like, they have it on their hip too, like Joe Exotic, like, at all times.
Okay.
Okay. It used
I
to
would
be,
enjoy, like, on my way home from work, if
Oh,
there
they
was
got a pool table. I'm in.
It used to be a Ryan Steakhouse. Somebody
Really?
in the chat room.
See, I
They
feel
kept some of the booth seating in there.
none of us can get away with going into a gentleman's club. Okay, I drive home every day past Rachel's.
I want to hear what you're going to ask before, because I think I'm your man.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, I drive down 436, and it's Rachel's right next to my house, like close, close enough I could be home in 5 minutes.
You could feel the bass when they're playing Cardi B.
Yeah.
You know?
And although they don't have
when they're playing Megan Thee Stallion Savage, it shakes your plants.
And it's a big establishment too. It's like huge.
It's mega huge.
They got a buffet, don't they?
You know, upstairs, there's a rumor, and I don't know if this is true, but upstairs there's supposedly a secret room.
I've heard of this room.
With a champagne glass.
I may know someone who went in that room.
A life-size champagne glass. And they used to be able to go up in there and have private parties, and then they'd get a girl. You could select a girl. They'd fill up the champagne glass with, like, water, like it was like a champagne-shaped jacuzzi, see-through, and she could get in there nude, and you just party her like,
and then
big champagne.
in the private room, and then she was nude in there.
She's like stripping in.
Well, how much does that cost?
I don't know. How much you got?
I got something.
Let's call Rachel's and see. Like,
why do we have Rachel's as a sponsor?
I heard that it had some problems, that it doesn't run anymore, or maybe they forgot to clean the lines. You know, maybe it's dusty ass big.
I still see Hummers parked in the parking lot.
Here's
Someone's in there.
Well, it's Hummers.
Here's a
it's
1-star.
Like Frozen in Time 2005.
So the last one was a good review. Here's a 1-star review
for
Biggins. Disgusting. Take this with a grain of salt. I am from Miami. I was there for 5 minutes and left. The women are hideous, either in their 40s, very overweight, or anorexic. No curves. Their faces look weather-worn. It sounds a bit harsh, but the women are quite below average. I'm not exaggerating. I have never seen an uglier set of dancers. Maybe it's a Daytona thing, but I expect attractive women in this
This is just a sour yelper. This is just...
Well, you're not
I
gonna
would not let them pay me for a dance.
You don't see, he's going all in. You don't need to say that. Let me see your ass, you fat hunk of
John.
crap. Yeah, F you, John.
Yeah, you're not gonna have, because you're down in Miami. You
Aaron
have
Rodgers commented. He left a 5-star review.
Aaron Rodgers.
And it just says, I love Jeopardy.
He's like, I hate the owners or the GM.
Trade me to another club. I'm going to Lollipop.
Here's okay. I've said this before, and I just don't know if there's any way. Like, I like the idea of the gentleman's club.
Stopping in to have a cold one.
And I think there's some natural. Okay.
You loosen your. There is a.
Men are horny. What do you want to? Like everybody, every man, for the most part.
Well, unless you have because you could have a problem.
There's
but if
probably people that are asexual.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that. There's anomalies, but I'm saying
inherently men are horny.
Inherently the broad, like most of the guys I know, they're just horny, right? It's just in the testosterone, whatever it is.
We can't help it.
And no, you can't help it. You can help it.
Absolutely help it.
I'm just saying.
Don't say that.
But if like
Sam's saying all the worst things, by the way.
No, please help it.
Please help it.
But I'm saying, but it's true. It's just you're horny.
Contain your horniness.
Yeah, you can contain it, and you can be respectful horny.
Yeah,
it's
there's
fine.
a romanticism
like
around, and I think this is where you're going. There is a romanticism around, like you work here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you get done, you leave, and you're driving down there, you pass it, you pull in, you unbutton your top button, you loosen your tie a little bit, you leave all your papers in there, finish up that final phone call, and you walk in and get an ice cold dilly, and you sit down. It's cool
Crispy
inside.
boy.
The girls greet you with, hey,
yeah,
Tom.
they're nice.
And you're
My old lady's not nice.
Yeah,
you know
and they're
saying?
like, hey, ladies, and then the DJ, George, he leans in, and he's like, hey, Tom, you want me, we can turn it down a little bit now, and nobody's here yet, because you came a little early. It's like 3:45.
First blood's on us, buddy.
Yeah, they slide you down a right? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, and then I watch girls dance.
We did this in Las Vegas.
And then I see their tees, and then I give them money, and then I leave, and then I go to.
Do you tuck it in? Do you hand it to their hand?
Whatever they want,
whatever they're comfortable.
And then
with.
I get a lap dance, and
well,
then,
you took it a little further than a Tuesday and Thursday.
That's right. That's a Friday or Saturday right there.
Maybe a Thursday, not a Tuesday. I thought we were doing a Tuesday.
Yeah. And then
a cool Tuesday.
And some of the establishments you could touch them, and they're fine with it.
Right.
Well,
with consent.
In Daytona,
They take your hands and they
put
put
them
it
on
on,
your boobs,
and then you're like, okay, this is a thing.
Okay.
Why did the T-Rex on?
Well, that's what they do. They take your arm, like your hands.
I don't just grab. I put it there.
Soldier.
I'm like, whatever you do with my hands, that's your
I
business.
can't help it.
I just go like when they put me in the chair, they're like, put your hands by your side. I go limp like a guy trying to like that Asian man that they were trying to drag off the plane that was crying.
Yeah, the doctor.
The doctor. Yeah, I go limp like that, and then I let them just kind of move my hands wherever they need it to be. That way, if anything goes down, and then I'm already in a very, very flaccid position.
And then I go home, and then I see my family, and then I'm like, well, I'm glad I did that. Well, because now I'll have that memory.
Like, you smell like perfume.
And then maybe it makes me hornier, and then like I don't know. It helps your
your immune system. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
It helps your immune system.
Your mental health.
It's like airborne for your eyes.
But we can't. But we can't get away with that because
sure you can.
No, your wife. Then she don't want you to do that.
I don't think Andrea would be mad if we went to a strip club, and I know this makes you mad.
Well, of course, Andrea
She's
wouldn't.
super confident in herself, and she knows that I only bring her down. So when you're that type, when you have ultimate confidence, you know.
Yeah. Well, then you got a different breed of wife. She's not gonna. She won't be mad. You won't do this though.
No, I wouldn't.
I want to.
I would do it with you.
Yeah, but I can't get away with it.
I would need. I do it with
and
Sam.
Society would be like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Do you want me to take you?
They'd be like, "Why are you so creepy?" I'm like, "I'm not. I just like."
Do you want to go have a beer?
They're like, "Why are you doing this? You're better than
You
this."
have a family and a wife.
Yeah, like yeah. Other dads are like, "Come on, bro."
I don't know. There's a lot of dads I think that do this.
There are, but what if I did this? What if I say, because I know Butler's answer, I know Sam's answer would probably be after the show today, because we're nearing the end, if you guys, everybody except for Tom, would like to join me
no one's going to go. No one's going to go.
They will all
I guarantee you. No.
Dancers isn't back open, right?
Might be.
I know it got burned down a little bit last year.
I'm buying.
No, they're not going to go.
Butler, you in? He's in. All right, I got a thumbs up.
No, he didn't.
And Sam's never
His wife's
been.
back in town.
It's frowned upon, and the society looks down on you.
And you're saying it shouldn't be.
I'm saying it shouldn't be.
I
saying
agree with you.
I should be more because.
Well, it's the same as like the dancers themselves are looked down upon by society, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
no.
They're providing a service.
Is there, this serious question, is there I'm thinking maybe in a Portland or something, is there a male dancing establishment that provides for women exactly what we lust for, that has stayed open?
I feel like it's always just like the reviews.
Yeah, it's
instead
all
of like
bachelorette
an
parties
actual
because women
club.
they're not as horny. Yeah.
Well, as a grand,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much to them. It just as a whole.
They're not as visual as us too. Like
I'd go.
But it's like men want to see like nudity. Like
you make it sound creepy when you go
But that's how, because in our brain
it is a little like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're dumb.
Yeah.
Like and we're driven by this
if you
hormone.
If you had audio of me and Tom in Las Vegas when we went to that one, that was a perfect example, by the way. We pulled up, we got out of the taxi, we walked inside, we walked right to the bar. Everybody's naked, all beautiful ladies. We got 2 Bud Lights, we sipped our drinks, called our taxi, got in and drove away. It was like a very, very nice, tame, easy little...
Yeah.
You know,
I just, you tell people, you're like, who went to strip club? How old are you? You're like, I just wanted to go. And that's like,
but I think that's more of a mentality of like paying to see nudity when you can just go on the internet.
Yeah, but
I
wasn't. But what they're misunderstanding what Tom is there for. Tom is not there to cheat on his wife. He's not there.
I didn't say cheat.
He's not there to get a sexual favor from a woman. He's there to just enjoy the atmosphere of a gentleman's club.
And I don't like you. It's not the same. Like you see porno on your phone is not the same than seeing a real life person that you're talking to nude.
I've also never seen. Yeah, go ahead.
It's why OnlyFans and these these people are making so much money is because they now you get to know them on social media, and then you're like, oh my god, there's an option to see them nude. You like seeing someone nude more than a stranger. And I don't know what that is.
I feel the exact opposite.
Well, you'd rather see strangers nude?
Yeah, I feel weird if it's somebody I know.
Oh god, there's nobody I'd rather see nude than Butler.
Well,
that's my number one right now, bucket list.
I'm just saying, usually it's the opposite sex or whatever. It's like you just want curiosity or whatever. You know them, and you want to see them nude. And then
I'm gonna decline every pool party I get invited to now.
These pool parties are just for kids anyway. You're not missing anything.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, they never order enough pizza.
I think that it just
I'm with you 100%.
You can't do it.
And the stigma of it is, in those places are, they're already dead, but they'll die even more.
I think they'll still be in business because
I love them.
Here you'll get there's something to be said with real life interaction and seeing a person nude in real life compared to your phone. There's a different level of enjoyment, and it's And
I didn't even like going to strip clubs by myself as much as I enjoyed, because there's a sweet spot where you're like a couple and you can get other couples to go there, because strip clubs are known for the party fun atmosphere. So you would really just go there to hang out. You're not going there to do anything weird. You're literally just partying with people that maybe are a little more fun to be around.
And there's nude people and everybody. The energy
is nude energy.
Adult, nude energy is a thing. And then people are like, oh, I'm an adult. There's nude people here. I'm drinking.
I've been with you and other people I know at strip clubs, and we're all drinking. It's not like we're there to do something bad. It's just the energy there is more primed with the alcohol, and it's fun.
It's not. I wonder if they'll revamp it in some way that makes it new, because there is an element of it is stuck. It's kind of like Hooters. It's stuck in the 90s strip clubs. The popularity, the height of it was.
And burlesque is completely different, because that's more of a performance.
Yeah.
So, and those get very exotic.
I've been to burlesque shows.
I love burlesque shows, but it's a completely different animal.
There's an element of, and I hate, with the lap dance, it's I will pay this girl $20 and she will grind on me, and that's the business transaction.
That's fine.
That doesn't exist in obviously anywhere else in your life where you could pay a good-looking woman to grind on you, right? That's
God. When you say that, I look right into your eyes. It's horrifying.
He uses the word grind.
It's a grind on you.
Calm down, bro. So aggressive.
Why do you have to say grind on you like Alex Jones?
Just say dance on you.
These girls will grind on you.
I can't stop the grind.
But that's what
get
it
in
is.
there with their frog asses grinding on your knees and their violent gyrations.
But that's what you want. You don't want them just to dance in front of you. That's I'm telling. That's. I don't know.
Do you remember the? Okay, never. I'm not going to say this. I had an idea.
I feel like I'm digging myself into a hole. Why do we? Let's talk about something else.
Right.
The more I talk, I'm creepier I'm sounding, and people are like,
backtrack.
Nah. I don't know about this guy.
Next email.
Yeah.
All right.
People are like, maybe he's not good. He's
Maybe
creepy.
He is a creep. Cabana straw hats and Floridian cap. Hey, Dan, I'm just curious if you guys are looking to bring back the OG straw hat.
No.
I was one of the BDMs who managed to get one of the first batches during the straw hat craze. Anyway, just curious if you're going to bring it back or have any extra laying around that I could purchase. Also, just wondering if the Floridian cap will be back in stock. This guy's a big fan of those.
Before we answer that, Ghost of Manute Bull has been killing me with his jokes lately, and I don't think this one is a joke. He says in our Twitch chat room, my top 3 favorite things are professional wrestling, candy, and strip clubs.
What the hell?
I don't know why that's so funny, but candy is what got me. He said candy like a baby. No grown man should say, my favorite things are wrestling, candy, and strip clubs.
All those things are not horrible, right?
No, they're all great things. They're all great things. You just get judged for liking all of them.
If you listed artichoke, I'd be like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Stupid.
Yeah, at least candy, I know, when he's, I'm like, oh yeah, I like candy. Yeah, candy and strip clubs and professional wrestling is the only one that you're going to be teetering on, but that's just...
But it's still something
it's a performance, it's entertainment.
Better than artichoke.
Oh, yeah. That should be the billboard for our show. Just is better than artichokes. People be like, what are they talking about? Is it food? No. It's a podcast and a radio show. These two guys that are obsessed with strip clubs and they can't go because they're too worried about being judged. Let's try this one. You know, our buddy calls in. Well, here.
Yo, it's BDM Neil here. So you guys are talking to Shorty about the Elks Lodge or whatever. If you want me on for Weird Job Wednesday segment or whatever, I used to be a janitor slash, like, what do you call it? Like a maintenance worker at an Elks Lodge for 3 years from when I was, this would have been 2011.
That's a long time to be an Elks Lodge. I mean, no offense. I mean, any Elks Lodge janitor.
And
right?
maintenance man.
Like, were you trying to make this like a career, right? That's a long time to be a maintenance man.
Maybe it was a good job. Like,
To 2014, I believe. Yeah, 2014, before I started working at my job that I am now. And, I worked with another guy. His name is Terry. He was awesome. He used to tell me some crazy stories because he was a veteran and stuff like that. But I used to work at an Elks Lodge.
Okay, we can get a hold of you. Maybe talk to you and see what you...
What is it? It's just a bar and hangout place for I think, older men.
Elks members who are older or maybe were veterans.
The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is an American fraternal order founded in 1868. It's a social club.
You know who joined it? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I think I am. And he told me he's card carrying. He went to all the meetings. He got, I guess you have to get referred, and then you got to go through the process. Our buddy Fisher is now an elk.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It was founded
too young for that.
It was
right?
founded
That's
to
old man's
promote
game.
and practice the 4 cardinal virtues of charity, justice, brotherly love, and fidelity. To promote the welfare and enhance the happiness of its members, to quicken the spirit of American patriotism and cultivate good fellowship.
Yeah, it's like a service club.
It's a bro club.
Yeah, it's a bro club.
So, but it's a bar. Like, I want to know, like, just...
They do, like, bingo and stuff, right?
They do bingo. They do fundraising. They do pancake breakfast. My dad was in the Lions Club, but he was really like, they would just have a couple meetings.
Do they have any of these for women?
They got a lot of sororities and stuff like that.
I think it's like bridge club.
What
like,
is that?
They have clubs for everything. Like they have
you play bridge.
I don't even know what that is.
You should.
I don't even know what bridge is.
The old lady card game.
You should join the Red Hat Ladies.
Isn't that old ladies too? Is everything old people stuff?
Well, this is old people too.
You wear a giant. Well, Chris Fisher's an old man.
Well, that's his. That's
hair and beard say otherwise.
Chris, you're weird. It's weird that you became an Elks Lodge member. You're my age, right? Is 40?
He's 40.
Yeah.
That's
too young.
Well, not to him.
That's like a 60-year-old man thing,
He also
right?
has been keeping his hair high and tight like he's Gomer Pyle's boss. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's getting an old conservative man. He looks like Cotton, Bobby Hill's grandpa.
What's the advantage? Is it just you go to a bar that everybody, so it's like
where everybody knows your name. Yes, cheers.
Why not just go to be a regular at a bar? Isn't it the same thing?
You could do that, but you wouldn't have as much racism.
No, I think you can have as much.
I'm
depending on the bar.
Well, there'll be a lower concentration of comfortable old men.
You must be a citizen of the United States over the age of 21 who believes in God.
Oh, I'm out.
You have to believe in God?
That's what it says.
Well, you can lie. I mean, what are these old men? How are they going to prove? What are they going to do? You don't really believe in God. No warm beer for you. What are they going to say?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But why do they even care?
Oh, women are now allowed to join.
Yeah, they didn't used to be in there.
As of 1995.
Oh, well, they ruined it.
Yeah.
95, we're now allowed.
Now they're going to let atheists in.
Yeah, women atheists.
Oh, great. I want to be racist with Chris Fisher.
They're not racist. I'm joking. Don't say that.
But
anytime you get a high concentration of white old men in one room drinking beer, chances are
72% racist. That's it. Pretty close. Bye-bye.